begin. Let's start today's things. Oh, it's at maximum, I guess. Okay, let's start today's things with the 3-minute blitz games. And we are black, so we are going to play the knight f6, move against one d4, and we are in the ninja Indian defense. d5 and b6 is a blunder, so we are not going to play b6. Let's go knight bd7 to solidify this knight, and now we can castle. Now we go b6 to finish it to our light square bishop on this diagonal. I can take and soft this. Should we take or should we keep this bishop? Let's keep this bishop. I want to go bishop b7 to take control over the diagonal. e5, e4 still I don't think is a possibility because of pawn takes, knight takes, and knight takes. Because now this knight is unpinned as we have. Okay, let's go knight takes f6 back. I can take back with the pawn, or I think I should take back with the pawn, because if I take back with the knight, that is e4. So let's take back with the pawn, take control of these two important square. Now rook c8 is coming, and we will follow with c5. We will try to open up the c file. Okay, sometime that pawn can come under fire, this bishop and queen battery, and now we are ready to get c5. Okay, let's hit this knight back. This is the empty move. Oh, I missed this move. If I go here, maybe I can go here. And he's not in time. Maybe he is in time. No. If he takes, now we have to give this up. What should we do? What should we do? Wow, I found very nice way, by the way, to remaneuver the knight. If I give up the light third square bishop, then this pawn will become, and I have to, if I go here, there is simple takes, and then queen takes this pawn. So we have to go for this line, but we are never going to get c5. We have to kick this queen out, and this pawn is hanging. Then, yeah, it's losing position. I lost the game. There are many components in this game. That's why I lost. I'm not feeling comfortable with the position I'm having right now. Let's review this one. It was fine. Where did I go? b6 was the mistake. Computer wants to go h6 rather b6. You go h6, h4. Then you immediately go for c5. Takes. Pawn takes. This knight is pinned. What if he takes here? Then you have queen a5 putting pressure over here. But he's fine. He can go bishop d3. Then you go knight e4 putting more pressure on this knight. Now he has to give the bishop. Simple pawn takes and cast are not there. What if he castle? Then you take pawn takes. Oh no. We are hitting the knight, so he has to move the knight first. Then you go queen a6 and prevent white from castling. Queen e2. You simply take this pawn. Takes. Then you take with the pawn. Wow. And now if white castle, material is equal. Black has this nice outpost for the knight. That was the way we didn't see that one. Okay, let's play another one. Let's try to get some wins. In recent times, I am finding it very difficult for myself to win some games in chess. It is almost impossible when it comes to the. Let's go. Oh man, I was castling there. Oh, how can I get away with this? It's not feeling comfortable now. Let's take. Look at my king all of a sudden. On a very poor square. Let's go here, take control of this. Rook c1 is coming. And I have to castle manually. Should we take? I think we should, or there are no way. Takes. Ah, that is knight c6 again. Always they found some way to put me under pressure. Now if I goes here, there is knight c6. He will eliminate the bishop and he will put pressure on the knight. And getting rid of this pin is going to be impossible, and we are losing in the opening again. Yeah. I don't know what is happening with me. This knight is going to be absolute pinned. Maybe we have e5. Yeah, let's send this bishop back. Then let's go h5 to stop this g4 move. If we get this rook over here, that will be huge. So we have to prevent that to happen. Okay, let's go rook hc8. Yeah, rook hc8. Rook hc8, and oh, we have to keep an eye on this as well. Okay. Okay, let's just send this pawn all the way. He is still putting pressure on this knight with the rook and the queen. Yes, I can go e4. What is it? Oh man, my rook is undefended. Uh, yeah, design the game. I'm not supposed to play chess right now. Why it is feeling so hard for me? Yeah, let's focus on this game. If my opponent starts playing d4, I will lose all the games. I know. I will lose all the games. d4, I lose. Oh, there is x6. Maybe we'll draw this piece up back. Let's focus this time, guys. f4, that is h6. I think he wants to go a4. Let's try to discourage him to go b5. Bishop e3. Black is uber solid. There is no weakness on the black in the black. Now maybe f4 and f5 can be. e5 immediately. I don't think is good move. Let's go queen c2 to protect this pawn over here. If he goes d4, maybe we can ignore this. But where will you move the bishop? D4 is very nice move, man. I have to go here, then he will just take and ruin my pawn structure. I miss this move. Even if I take, I think that will help only him. Yeah, very bad by me. Counter attack, it's not working. It's always the problem. I'm not gonna win this game even. My bishop is getting trapped, literally trapped. Wow. Even it has no square. Let's resign the game. What am I doing, man? Three games in a row. I'm in such a bad phase of my life. I was about to getting 2200, really. Now I'm struggling at 1900. I don't know what should I do. We are fine. We are getting a pawn maybe. If you take, we have knight f takes. Now, bro, what happened to your rating, bro? Bro, I just don't know how to play chess. I just forgot about that. how to play chess. We can trade the bishop, or probably should we trade? There is no option. We have to take. This is still fine. We can take. And now let's go rook, queen b6 to hit the queen, rook, and this one. Okay, now we have to find a way how to continue this game. Let's go after this weakness. There is nothing hanging over here, so maybe we are fine. We are up a pawn, but still our opponent is playing rapidly, so we have to be extra precise. Okay, defend. Now what should we do? Can I hit this rook? This rook, I don't think it's safe piece in the world. Yeah, rook is trapped. Hello, Ayush Gupta, how are you? We can take this, but then he will take this one. Oh, nice move. But we will be up an exchange, right? Although if I take there is simple rook take, so we have to take the rook. We have to give up this pawn. Yeah, we have to give up a pawn. Maybe still we can manage to win this game. Let's go over here. Now we have knight e5, forking the queen and the bishop. Bro, I like watching your stream. Thank you, Ayush Gupta. Thank you very much. Let's go after the queen and either the bishop. This rook is defended, but this rook is not. And he found the way to hit that. He found a way to hit that. What should we do now? Let's go here quickly. Now we can trade one pair of rook, and he is never going to capture here as he will lose the queen. Okay, can I take? Queen takes, pawn takes. Then seems fine. Let's go here. Let's go after this pawn now. Time is the main issue. I always found myself in trouble. I know हमारे बिहार में we are already in. We are about 68 people have already joined. Let's see if we can manage to win this one or not. He is up on clock, so he is making it a little bit difficult for us. Let's take this pawn. If he trade the queen, that will be easy for us. This bishop is nicely controlling this important square, and I hang my rook. How can I overcome this, guys? Literally, I'm feeling impossible to do this kind of thing. I just completely even I can't take the knight because it is defended. What am I doing? What am I doing? Really, man. Really, I'm playing like this. I'm gonna lose 10 points for this game. 4 games. I lost 4 games in a row. Oh, literally, man. It's not me. I'm feeling like I should cry now because everything is going wrong for me. Suddenly. Everything was going all fine. But suddenly I'm not in my zone. I don't know what is the thing behind it. Let's take. Let's take. What happened today? What is your age, bro? My age 23. Brilliant rook, yeah, brilliant rook sacrifice. He activated the queen. Let's go after this file. Now we have this fork hitting the queen and the rook. Okay, let's go. He's going for the king side attack, but it is not that easy. If we can win this exchange, then maybe we can bring the queen into the game somehow. This bishop is still protecting our king. If I go here, no, this queen is defending that, so that will be not an opportune moment. So let's just go here. If he takes, maybe we can take back with the f pawn. Taking with the s pawn is still possible, but then he will get the. Let's take back with the f pawn. I don't want to give him the open h file. Okay. Check seems fine. But let's go to f1 now. Let's go to f1. If the queen move from the 7th rank, then I will go. Let's go here now. Go after the weakness. And now it's a blunder. Because this pawn is literally pinned, we can win the queen. Now let's take this. You are not in time because my queen is gonna protect this one. Okay, he found again very nice way. Maybe we can get away with the check. Then this check. Oh, that is not his check. So this bishop is stranded. Man. Okay, let's hit the queen. Maybe this move is fine. Hitting the queen. What if we take this? Then we have this check. Very important. And if he goes here, what? Okay, he's going for the material, but it is not going to help you. Okay, let's just take. No, this will be checkmate. Okay, finally I managed to win a game. I was about to get to 980, 1800s. Bro, you won many games in a session while you played 5 minutes, so switch to it. I have seen you in a popular video. In a popular video? Where did you see me? Where did you see me? In a popular video. I don't think we have any popular video on channel. Melon music. But if you have seen, that's great. Okay, let's try to switch to 5 minutes. Let's try to switch to 5 minutes. Let's see if the things are going to be working or not. Yeah, play 5 minutes. Okay, let's go on e4. Okay, we are facing the Karuk Khan defense. So against Karuk Khan defense, nowadays I always go for the fancy variation, which is the most fighting. I think the variation against Karuk. And this is the main move. Let's castle. And now we are again setting up this trap, but he knows what he's doing. I think bishop g5 is the move to pin the knight. Yeah. It feels like everything is hanging. In the center, there are so much tension. Now let's go knight bd2. Solidify this knight. Okay, this is one of the main line. I think this is defended, but he is trying to hit this one. Maybe we can takes, then takes. Maybe we have bishop b3 is the move. Takes, pawn takes. Yeah, we will be fine. Okay, I'm in a thought because he's hitting this pawn. King h1, queen takes, and you are not going to trap your opponent. Queen. Okay, let's drop this bishop back. He will take this one once. Shall we play a game? Is it possible now? I'm really very sorry, Sriram. Let me try to get back into the rhythm. Now this is pinned. This pawn is literally pinned, so I can't take. And now I think his idea is to eliminate both of the knights here, then go after this pawn. So let's drop this bishop back. Let's drop this bishop back. And now this pawn is unpinned, so I am guessing he will take this knight. Knight takes, then this pawn will be defended. Maybe we have pawn takes as well, hitting the bishop. And if the bishop moves, then we have this break. Pawn takes can be played to hit the bishop. Then maybe we have this move and followed by this move. But I don't think that is good. Although this is a playable move to solidify this pawn as well. Yeah, let's take. Let's hit it. Let's take. We do have this move, but I don't think that move does anything. So let's go to f2. My king is completely open, but I think we can do something. But this bishop is completely controlling this square. So it is not that simple. Takes, there is bishop takes. So let's hit the queen. Then maybe we can drive this pawn all the way to d6. We will hit the bishop. Then we can capture this pawn. Yeah, if he goes here, maybe we can go d5. Then we will be threatening d6. And there are no attacks on my king, right? Yeah, should we go for this push? I think of course we should, because if I can also take this pawn, but taking that pawn will not be an easy, not will be a good option, because he will immediately go to c8 and that pawn will become a weakness. So we have a passer. Let's try to get this pawn through. This knight is still not coming into the game as there is no knight g4, and now d6 is a big threat. Hitting the bishop, bishop goes back, then we can win this pawn for free. Okay, bro, I can understand. Okay, let's get in. Thank you very much for your understanding. Why 84 people are watching, and I can see there is only 8 likes. Okay, he get this pawn, this square for the bishop, but maybe we have e5 as well, because knight is also covering e5. So bishop f6, e5, and there will be this move, which is annoying. But then we have this move. Rook d2, squatting the pawn, and this pawn is already getting closer to the promotion. This is just 2 square away, right? Yeah, these 3 pieces looks very dangerous, but I think we are fine because his queen is completely out of the game. Yeah, let's just take this pawn for free. But maybe then he can get this knight over here. I hope that makes sense. What will be knight threatening there? I don't think I can just go back. If I takes knight f4, we will just go back to hit the knight. Yeah, let's go. We are also threatening this move now, hitting the rook. Yeah, knight f4, we have d7. Yeah, we have d7 hitting the rook. Rook will not have the e8 square. We will win the exchange. We will win the exchange. And this queen is still not coming into the game. Yeah, he has queen c6. Yeah, queen c6 is a move, and he found that. Okay, nice move. We have to defend this bishop now. I want to keep this bishop on this diagonal with the prospects of hitting the rook. And this is defended, so I'm not seeing any danger. So let's go bishop. Let's go bishop b4. Let's go bishop b4, and now we are threatening again d7. Position is so dynamic now. Now we do have this move as well, trying to hit the bishop. But then there is bishop g5. This square is covered by the knight, so we are not in that trouble. Maybe he can go for bishop g5 immediately to try to hit the rook. Question: how many games do you play in a day? It depends on my mood and the time I have. Usually I play 20 to 30 games every day. Okay, he blocked off that pawn. Nice. Now we have to choose another plan. What should we do? We do have that one, but there's b6 simply. So what should we do? Let me think. Maybe we have this move to hit the queen. Queen can come to this square maybe, but then maybe we have d7 again hitting the rook, right? Yeah, I'm not seeing any easy attack because there is no queen g4 check because this pawn is protecting that square. Yeah, let's go d7 now. This knight is hanging, but we can take here and our bishop is defended. And if he takes it back, then maybe we can promote bishop takes, rook takes. If rook takes, there is queen takes, and that will be checkmate. I hope we are fine. Let's take. If he takes, we have promotion. Bishop takes and rook takes. If he accepts, oh, he takes back with the king, man. I completely. Oh, maybe we have this move. Simple. There are no checks, and we will win the bishop. Right? Maybe he can. After this, he will pin my rook. Rook c1. Let's go. Rook c1. Rook c1 hitting the queen, queen b6, and we have rook c1, sorry, rook c8 at the end. Going to eliminate this one. Yeah, queen c5 is the only move, trying to pin this rook over here. Rook c1, queen b6, then maybe we have rook c8. Then maybe we have rook c8. Yeah, let's go through this line. We will go here. Queen b6 is the only move, trying to keep this pinned. Rook c8 is begging to be played. But maybe we have a better move. That pawn is hanging. Rook c8 was the move. Man. Now I just completely overlooked this check as well. If I go here, that is checkmate. If I go here, bishop takes, pawn takes. There will be no queen takes. Yeah, let's go. We have to sack one of the piece. This is defended. Knight is getting targeted. Knight f4. We have rook c8 maybe then. Why am I rushing? There is no checkmate. Do you have any? Do you have played any tournament? Yeah. I do have played. I'm saying knight f4 is the move. But now I'm down a piece. There is no check because queen is defending that square. If queen moves from the 6th rank, then maybe we can deliver this check as well, which will be a little bit nasty. Okay, rook c8. Is there any checkmate? I'm not seeing. There is this important check. King h1. Yeah, king h1. There are no checks. King h1. There are no checks because this is protected by the rook. And now we are ready to go rook c8. He will ignore it, I know, but I'm waiting for him to move the queen, and still we are now getting into the time scramble as well. Let's go here. This is a no-brainer. If he takes, we can promote that pawn. Still there are no checks, and now we have queen f3 maybe to hitting the knight. If knight move, we have queen f7 checkmate. And if you go queen b5, we have check. Okay, nice move. Check. King here. Okay, he's threatening this checkmate, so we have to defend that. Let's kick this queen out. Check, we can just take. So that check is not a possibility. Then we can throw in one of the check, and he does not have a lot of time. Surely I goes wrong somewhere. Surely I goes wrong, but I think we are fine. Yeah, thank you for giving up the queen in time scramble. Yeah, the amount of pressure we put on his position that forces him to blunder, and we have 3 blunders in our game as well. Queen e4 by white. Which type of game? Blitz. Yeah, Blitz. Okay, let's review this game. He missed win 2000. Nice game. Thank you. But bro, you missed mate. You missed mate, bro. Let's see, where did I miss the mate? Maybe there are many possibilities. It was fine. All the theory. c3 was a little bit inaccuracy, but we are fine. Queen b6 is a mistake. So how can we punish that? Okay, bishop b3 is one of the move, but computer says you go king h1, sack this pawn. Then you go rook b1. He takes another pawn. Then you take this pawn and go for the activity. You are just only one pawn down, but your rook is active, bishop is active. And if he takes here, you can't take back with the knight because you will lose the bishop. So after he takes this bishop, you takes back with the rook, hit the queen. Queen takes the pawn. You takes here. If he takes back with the knight, he will lose the bishop. So I guess he has to take back with the bishop. Then you have this move, winning material. Now that knight is going to be under fire with both of the rooks. Okay, that was the line. Okay, let's see what the game continuation was. I just drop the bishop back so that this pawn will be not targeted. Takes, and now knight e5 is one of the many good moves because this pawn is pinned and he's trying to eliminate the knight. We takes back with the pawn, which was top computer move. Rook f2 was also fine. c5, and we hit the queen first. Wow, 124 people are watching. Thank you very much for joining. Which app are you playing? I'm playing on chess.com webpage. Yes, one said hi. Hello, bro. Yeah, black missed the win. Baby, will you marry me? No. Get out of here. Queen a6 is the move. Top computer move. We got d6, knight h5. What is the computer suggesting this is a miss and you should go for a5. To stop b5. If you go d6, oh man, there is this move now, hitting the knight. This is a blunder. What? Okay, computer suggesting instead of knight h5, you go b5. Okay. We got d6, hit the bishop. Bishop f6. This is defended. So here comes the waiting. It is so counterintuitive move that you play e5 and hit the bishop. But the main idea is just go f4 first, control this important square. Then you prepare e5. Then you prepare e5 so that he will not have the g5 square, and he has to send this bishop back to d8. And he will play without rook coordinated and bishop onto the back rank. g6. Then you put knight over here. Wow. You didn't even play e5. You just go knight e5, activating the knight in the middle of the board. If he takes, congrats, you can get the open f file. Look at the pressure on f7. Look at this bishop. Queen coming into this diagonal as well. Okay, it also didn't happen in the game. We just go e5. We allow that bishop to get some life. And this was the blunder. Why it is a blunder? Because of b5. Knight does not have a way back. Knight a3 seems fine, but now goes c4. What if I drop the bishop back? Hitting the rook. If you takes, you lose the knight. Wow, that was kind of insane line. Wow. So after c3, what if I goes rook d3? He goes here, I go here simply. Then comes this move, and now this knight does not have simply. It is trapped in the corner of the board. Wow, man. Wait, guys, I'm not playing my viewers. I'm really very sorry. Yeah, that's but it is not easy. You have to see 5 or 6 move deeper with the pawn play. Okay, we blunder the game. He misses the idea. We takes that pawn, and he goes queen c6. Our computer wants to drop this bishop back, but I was so inclined on this diagonal to hit that rook. He goes queen d7. I go bishop a4, which was bad move. Queen e6, and again this is a blunder. Computer saying king h1. What if he takes the knight here? Then you go here and you go after the bishop because he can't pin the rook now. Okay. We takes the rook, then we go here, but black is winning because he's going to pin the rook for the forever. Bishop b3 was just blunder. It was black who is winning completely. Yeah, it's mate in 3. Queen e4 missed by white. He missed the checkmate. This was so easy. It was so easy. How did he miss that? Okay, blunder. And he just blundered. Yeah, black was completely winning. Let's go. Prime, I'm really very sorry. How long did it take you to be familiar with the board notation? It's really cool. Initially it was hard for me as well. But when I started playing chess, or not chess, but when I started streaming, then it will become a little bit easier for me. Then it became a little bit easier for me. Okay, he wins a pawn. We can take this pawn now. If you take, we have bishop takes. I don't think there is any threat. Yeah, there is this check which looks annoying, but we have simple bishop d7, standing the queen back. Right? He will go queen b3 maybe. Okay, he's hitting the knight. What a big deal. Knight b6 is fine, I guess. Yeah, knight b6 is fine. Material is equal. Please, I'm really very sorry, Prime. Prime bd8, I'm really very sorry. Okay, it takes. Let's recapture. I think he wants to go d5. We will just stop. Okay, let's go c6. Now let's make it a little bit hard for him to get d5 push. And this pawn is going to be an isolated pawn for the entire game. Bishop e7, controlling the diagonal, developing a piece, and now we can castle as well. We have to just block off this pawn, trade every piece, and go after the weakness because it does not have any neighbors pawn. So it is known as the IQP, isolated queen pawn. I hope that's clear. We can just develop this knight, and knight is now going to be on b6. Then it will go on d5, which will blockade this pawn completely. If he takes, we have simple b takes. We will get the huge outpost for our bishop. That bishop will be controlling that diagonal and that important diagonal as well. I don't know what he just, I think he just wants to throw the move on our face. It is just a waiting move. Yeah, a little bit of prophylactic as well because he's controlling g4. This knight, I want to go here, but yeah, let's go. If he takes, at least I will get the bishop onto this huge d5 outpost. Yeah, we can also eliminate the knight and we can try to go after this pawn. Maybe we have bishop f6 looking on that pawn. Okay, let's go bishop f6. Yeah, he can take here, but we have simple h takes g6 and then this pawn can come into fire. Bro, he was 2197. Now he is here. What a pity. How much time it took to reach 1933? Okay, he's not taking the knight, but he's going after my bishop. Okay, let's offer a bishop trade then, because this bishop is a key defender of this pawn. If we can eliminate this bishop, then it will be a little bit hard for white to defend this pawn with more piece. So the idea is general. I don't want to take here because then he can take back with the pawn and he will solidify both of these pawns, right? So let's just go rook e8, just improving our position. And if he takes here, that will be good. We can recapture. We will get our queen activated. Both rooks will be connected. We have simple h takes, not a big deal. And I'm not saying any tactics there as well. I want to get my queen onto the g file so that we can threaten that checkmate. I hope that makes sense. Okay, he is completely insisting on us to take this pawn. Can I go here? There is this move. Or we will just drop the queen back. Yeah, let's go queen f6. Let's go queen f6. It is fine. There is knight d7. We can just drop the queen back. Okay, now he is threatening to take this bishop. So I think we are kind of forced to take this bishop, allow this pawn takes. Right? We have this move, but there is simple g3 and I will get my bishop tapped. So let's take. Rook takes, then this pawn will be isolated. Okay, he didn't take. Queen g5. Okay, let's go queen g5. To keep an eye on this pawn as well, and in some times we can threaten this checkmate if the queen move from the second rank. And now we have a general idea to go rook e6, then rook f6. Okay, this is protected, so I can't go here, although I can sack the rook. Okay, let's try to double up on the 7th rank first. Then in some cases we will try to sack the rook for this knight, because this knight is key defender of his position for the moment. If we can eliminate this knight, we can get one pawn and a knight for the rook, and then this pawn will become a huge weakness. And with the bishop onto this square, it will be, I could have taken that pawn, but I just want to improve the position. Pushing this pawn is still not possible. Okay, he just goes here. We can take, rook takes. No, if you take, there will be enough defender. So maybe we should go queen h6. Now let's go queen h6. It is still possible. Then we have to trade the queen maybe. Yeah, e4 is possible. He didn't take, so let's just take the free pawn. Maybe we can take it, right? Yeah, let's just take the free pawn. This is defended. Maybe he has this move. This move is also strong. This move is also strong, going after this pawn. Okay, let's go back. And now we have g5. Queen g5. Queen g5, threatening checkmate. Now if he goes here, takes, then we can take that pawn. He will take this pawn, although I don't want to give this bishop up. So in the event of knight f3, let's go queen g3. And now this pawn is hanging. How you are going to defend that one? Queen a3. Now we have rook e6, rook f6. Then we can win this knight because the bishop and the rook will be hitting this one. Rook e6, rook f6, bishop takes f3, rook takes f3, rook takes f3, and there will be no pawn takes edge. Should we just take this pawn? No. Let's go here. Let's get rid of the pawn weaknesses now. Now we are hitting the queen, so he goes there, and now we can simply take this, right? Yeah, we can simply win this pawn. Now this bishop is going to defend everything. This bishop is the best friend of this pawn. Let's get, and now we are threatening to eliminate this knight. We do have rook e2 as well, which is winning, I guess. There is no back rank check. If we can get rook e2 move, we will win the game on the spot. We will be threatening rook queen takes g2 checkmate, which is impossible to, I think, defend. We are still threatening bishop takes f3, rook takes f3, and rook takes f3 as this pawn is pinned. Right? So I think we are winning this game. Yeah, we are winning this game. We have enough time on the clock as well, and he has only 40 seconds to figure it all out. I don't think he can figure it out. We have king h7 at the end. I think we can go for bishop takes f3, but I think rook e2 is the simplest. Check. Aha! If I go rook e2, there is check, and there is this check, trading of the queen. So we cannot go rook e2 because he will go check, king h7, and there will be queen h4 check, very important, forcing the queens off the board, and there will be no. We can still we could not take that pawn because knight on h4 will defend the g2. So let's eliminate this knight first. You can't take back with the pawn. Check. We have king h7. Let's see how he's going to figure it out. We are also threatening this checkmate, by the way. And there are no more check. Now queen h4 check. Just blunder this one. We can go for this check, but then he will drop the rook. So let's just recapture the rook. We are up in material, and there is no checks now. This pawn is pinned. Now rook f2 will be winning. I hope it will confuse him. Sack the rook. Bro, will you play with subscriber? No, I'm really very sorry. I'm not playing my subscriber. I used to play on Sunday. So tomorrow I will be playing against my subscriber. Okay, he hang the queen. That was bad. Let's just checkmate him. Hey bro, my rating is 1050. I want to push to 1800. Is that possible or need special talent in chess or pattern recognition? Bro, there are no special talent like that. I have come all the way to this rating. Not this one, but my original, close to 2200 rating on my own in just 3.5 years. So if you play consistently, you will surely improve. Wow, 174 people are watching and there are only 24 likes, guys. Please make it to the 40 like at least. Okay, he started with c4, knight f6, knight c3, e6, e4, and we strike in the center with d5. We are kind of forcing him to take, but he insists on pushing this pawn, hitting the knight. We drop the knight back, he takes the pawn, we take knight e5. Computer system, you can take this pawn, knight takes, and then you can win this pawn. But now knight on this square, queen coming on this diagonal is not feeling good. That's why I just simply take this pawn. If he takes here, that will be good. We can develop our bishop. So we go for that approach. Please, I'm really very sorry, bro. Feinstating the bishop is the best attack, Mikhail Tal said. I don't think so, but in many cases it can become very crucial. I think he should have gone for d5 to get an edge in the opening, because after d5, after d5, I have to keep my bishop on this diagonal because there can be some queen a4 check, bishop b5 check, which can be annoying. So let's say he goes d5. Yeah, computer system, go back with the bishop. Straight up go back with the bishop. Keep this square evacuated for the knight to develop. Yeah, he should have gone for d5, but he didn't go for d5, and we take the chance to go c6, making it impossible to get d5 now. He developed the bishop, we go bishop e7, castle, rook e1, knight bd2, sorry, knight bd7, h3, knight b6, knight is heading toward d5, it is, we take back with the bishop, and now he has the weakness. He has the weakness, we are free. He tried to solidify that weakness, but now this pawn is still hanging pawn. These pawns are known as hanging pawns, as this is a backward pawn which we can try to target. Rook f1, we develop on the e file, knight f3. Okay, we try to go for checkmate, knight f3. Knight f3 computer is saying is a blunder. Why? Because bishop takes f3, rook takes f3. Then you can simply win this pawn. Okay, that is the approach. King here, check. Let's say you go king h1. Then you go check. Then you win this pawn, and now you are defending this important pawn. Yeah, he can give some checks, but now it is very hard to defend this position. This pawn is always going to be hanging, and you have the passer. Okay, that was the way to win this game. But I don't want to get into this kind of endgame where with queens on the board anything can happen. That's why I just took queen g3. I try to maintain the pressure on his position. Okay, I could have just taken this pawn, but I thought that he will take, and he can take this pawn. But still, that same thing is there. Yeah, we could have done that. But we just solidify our weaknesses. First, we just go here, but it is a missed chance. Now we have no weakness, and now this is working to the perfection. I was trying to say, I was explaining this line to you guys. Let's see, takes, and he goes here. If he goes for rook e2, it looks like you are checkmating him on the queen g2 square. But there is a very important queen d8 check. King h7 is forced, and now there is queen h4 check, hitting the queen and the king, forcing queens off the board. But computer is saying still it's winning for black. Then what is the move? Computer saying it's a draw with this check. King h6, another check. King h5. King h5 you can lose in checkmate mate in one. So after takes you have to go here. Oh no. Then again you are getting checkmated. So after knight takes f7 you have to eliminate the bishop. Sorry, knight. Then there is check. King g5 and another check. You cannot skip check now. Okay, you can't skip check. You have to go to g file. Then another check, and you cannot step onto the f file as his rook is controlling the f file. Okay, then why it is waiting for black? Then after queen d8 check, king h7, why this line is winning for black and losing for white? Takes. Knight takes, and you hit the knight. You hit the knight. Knight f3. Then you can go after these pawns. If he takes here, king here, and now there is this weakness as well. So maybe he goes there. You simply takes, and you are ahead in material. You are up a pawn, and this pawn is just going all the way down to the promotion. I hope that makes sense. That's why I said shag the rook. Thanks for more motivation, for increasing rating. How you practice, like any course or puzzles or any other trick? I just play my games, I analyze them, and I try to solve some puzzles as well. Okay, how is your rating? 90-40, bro. It's only 90-40. I was close to 2200 3 or 4 days back, and right now I have lost almost 250 points. Yeah, 250 points. That's why my rating is now 1940. Otherwise it would have been close to 2200. Okay, he played the London system, and we forgot about to play the main line. Okay, let's play this system. Okay, we are trying to get this bishop counter, bishop d6. Never go knight bd7 as you will lose the bishop. So the main move is to go bishop g3, waiting for your opponent to take that bishop so that you can take back with the h pawn and get the open h file for the rook. Maybe he can castle queenside with queen c2. That's why let's just push this pawn all the way to discourage him to castle queenside. Okay, he stopped that idea. Now maybe c5, but c5 will weaken this diagonal. So let's hit this bishop simply. Let's see what he's going to do. Who is your favorite player in chess? It's Fabiano Caruana. Now maybe we can go for c5, but still there is this square which will get weakened. This is not an easy move as well. Okay, let's go queen c7. Let's just wait for him. Let's see what he's going to do. And if you go h3, then okay, take. So let's take. We have the bishop pair now, but now he can hit the bishop, and we have to give away the bishop back, because after h3, if we drop it back to h5, there is g4, bishop g6, bishop takes g6. I don't know what he's trying to do. We can take, knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, and queen takes. Where if I goes here, there's knight takes, and bishop takes. He will get the bishop pair. So let's take, forcing knight takes, then takes. He has to take back with the bishop. We can eliminate that bishop, and now we are the one who has the bishop pair. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it is fine. So let's castle kingside now. Let's castle kingside, and we can get c5 break as well. Let's go to e8 so that we can try to use the fact that his queen is on the e file. We do have queen b6 trying to go after this weakness, right? And he has some soft spot, right? These are the weakness. This square is a huge weakness. We have the bishop. So, okay, and let's try to activate the rook onto the fifth file. Knight e4. Let's go here. Go after the pawns. Let's see how we can put him under pressure. Okay, he defends, so we have to now improve our position. How we can do that? How we can do that? c5 seems fine, rook f4 seems fine. Let's go queen c7 so that knight e5 is still possible. But now our rook is very active. Oh, he could have taken that pawn. Yeah, he could take this pawn. Yeah, bad move. But my idea is to get rook h5, going after that pawn. Wow, thank you very much, Subham. 429 rupees. Super chat. Thank you very much. We can take that simple rook takes and we will get nothing. Now we have to solidify this pawn. Maybe we have f6, but that will weaken these diagonals. Let's defend that weakness. Wow, thank you very much for the super chat, Shubham. Send super chat for giving your time answering my question. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much, bro. So nice. Let's go c5 because he has weakened this diagonal. We are threatening to take and we can we can trade the queen. I don't know. Okay, he's hitting the rook, so we have to defend it. Yeah, let's go here. We are fine. There is knight d7. We have queen a7. We are still fine. And now we are trying to take. Pawn takes. Okay, check. Rook d8. Hitting the queen. We can simply take this pawn, right? Maybe there is knight. Knight d7 is hard because he will fork my bishop and the queen. So let's go rook d8 first, hit the queen. Yeah, he will go now here. And we have to find a way how to continue. We have to find a way. Hello, frustrated Drisi. Yes, Drisi, hello, how are you? Okay, now what should we do? Now that is the question. What should we do? This pawn is still hanging. Let's go rook b3 now. So that he is not gonna hit this pawn, and this is going to be a huge weakness for forever. There is no forward mobility with the knight as well. Yeah, there is f5 which looks like annoying. Takes, queen takes. But then this knight will become a little bit soft. I want to get my queen over that diagonal. Sorry, that file. He wants to trap my rook with this move. Rook is defended. So let's go here. Rook is defended. Let's go bishop e7. Yeah, he wants to trap that, but I think it's defended. Let's go bishop f6. Subscription and how much it costs. Subscription you can look up on that. It's I think 59. Any suggestion for 1700 rated player? Yeah, there is of course some suggestion. You should look upon your opening well. Just know your opening, how to play them. You will find it helpful. You will find it helpful. Let's go here. He wants to move this knight, I think, and hit that pawn. Because at 17 and 1800 level, many things decide with the opening. Do we have that? No, our rook is completely out of the game. Wow, okay. We have to make out of that. Let's go this way. I want to double up on the d file, but I want to keep my rook in front of that battery so that we can go rook d2 to get off this rook. Okay, take, queen takes, he will get the file. Maybe we can just ignore this as well, right? Yeah, we can just ignore that as well because if he takes, we have rook e6. Hitting the queen moves, we can eliminate one of the rook. Bishop on this diagonal and queen on d6. That will be the dream position for black. He's creating too many weaknesses. He's creating too many weaknesses. What if I goes here now? Okay, let's try to trade the rooks. Let's take this. Check, takes, check, king h7, and we will get to the end game. But in the end, maybe we can take this pawn. Okay, it is there. Now maybe we can go check. Still there is that move. This is not. Oh, let's go here. Let's offer a rook trade. Check. We can take. Rook takes. Check. King h7, and he has to go back with the rook. Then still our rook is completely out of the game. How can we evacuate this? I think we have to sack the bishop at some moment to get this rook into the game. Should have played another move. I think he can force the queen trade, and this rook is going to be in jail for forever. It is going to be hard. Can we play blitz? I'll do super jet. I'm really very sorry. It's just a blunder. It's just a blunder. It's just a blunder of the knights. Could have taken back with the queen as well and forcing the queens off the board. And he hanged the queen as well. He hanged the queen as well. And he resigned. And he resigned. Look on clock, yeah. Okay, let me finish this review. Okay, we have some comments. I think okay, without opening knowledge, I reached 1700 in 3 months. Thanks for the suggestion. Yeah, it's easier to get 1700 without any opening. But when you get higher and higher rated in terms of rapid section, you will require some opening knowledge as well. Because at that level, many games decides on the opening itself. One bad move and you can punish your opponent. Here there was one instructive moment that if he takes here, there is also knight takes possibility. Right? You take and there is bishop takes, and he has the light square bishop. And in so many cases, light square on this diagonal can become very dangerous. And your bishop is not on this diagonal. And he can go for h3, maybe. Whoa, 172 people are watching. Thank you everybody for joining the stream. And just after saying that, viewership decreased to 85. Okay, you takes the knight, bishop takes, and let's say I would have not played f5. Surely, to be honest, I would not have played f5 so far. Maybe we could have gone for any kingside castle. Then you go h3. Well, computer saying bishop f5, giving up a pawn. I don't think this is the line, because you can get the check and he has to go king f1. He is not going to be able to castle. Queen b6 and you have some initiative. Yeah, but the main reason was if he goes h3, it is not obvious that you can give that pawn away, because you are giving a pawn up and anything can happen. And if you drop this bishop back, then there is g4, bishop g6, bishop takes, pawn takes, and queen takes, and you are losing a pawn that way as well. Oh no! In the end, this knight is going to be hanging. Okay, I missed that. Okay, but the general idea was I don't want to give away this light square bishop for this knight. That's why I take this knight first with the bishop, forcing knight takes. Now I can take. It's a fork, so he has to eliminate this pawn, and now he has to take this pawn with the light square bishop itself as well. And now we can eliminate the light square. Queen takes, and now we can simply castle, and we have the bishop now. That was my idea, to get the bishop into that endgame. Not endgame, but middle game. So I will go for it. Yeah, okay. Okay, we go for that move. Castle, we tried. Rook b5 is a blunder. Why? It's a blunder. Yeah, man, it's a blunder. Because of c4 hitting the rook. And if you take this pawn, there is c5, forking the bishop and the queen. Man, computer wants to go here, but he can simply takes, and it is still a fork. You have to give up a piece for the 2 pawns. Materialistic because you got 3 pawns for the piece, but he has the extra piece. That was blunder, but he misses c4. Okay, queen c7 was a miss. 95. He didn't take that pawn. I should have taken for this, but he think that I'm gonna go rook h4, going after this pawn. g6, but it could have been played, but still he's making some weaknesses on the king side. c5, very important move, trying to open up the diagonal because he weakens that with f4 push. Queen b6 was again a blunder. Yeah, because of this move, forking 2 pieces. He goes here, takes. In the end, rook is going to be hanging. Many blunders. He missed all of the chance. Computer saying you can take, but I thought there is this fork, which is annoying. You take. He's not in time because you can take, and that is going to be checkmate. Okay, so surely I'm missing many things today. Takes, queen take, and you simply move the queen. Takes, and these pawns are weak. You are up a pawn, and black is winning. Okay, I missed that as well. Okay, after that move, we try to develop on the d file. Okay, he blundered the knight, then he blundered the queen, and the game ended. Okay, wow, we are at the 38 likes, guys. If you enjoy the analysis, I hope you do enjoy, but you are not hitting the like button. Just hit that like button. It will help the algorithm to push this stream to the more people, and that will be nice. Okay, I'm coming in a few seconds, guys. Basant, yeah, said Basant said yes. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Hello, yes, Basant. I'm coming in. I'm coming in a few minutes. I have to take my lunch. Sorry, not lunch, but my dinner, as I'm feeling too hungry. I'm just coming back in a couple of minutes. Till then, you guys can enjoy your games, and any suggestion, if you have, you can comment down. I'm coming. I'm coming. Then I will try to give you some. We are back. We are back. I completed my dinner, and hopefully I can demonstrate some of my knowledge in few blitz games. Let's see. But I'm not in my complete rhythm still. But let's try. Wow, you still are here. Wow, thank you very much, everybody. Wow, still 58 people are watching. Oh, here, there are nothing on my webcam. Wow, that's great. Thank you, everybody, for showing such kind of supports. Okay, let's begin. Let's begin another game. Okay, we are white, so I'm gonna play one e4 as always, my favorite opening, and we are again facing the Karo-Khan defense. And we will try to improve the fancy variation on the basis of previous game. Check, but we have g3, not a big deal. And then let's go bishop g2, fancy to this bishop. Now e5, f5, and knight f3. Okay, he will try to execute c5. Let's just ignore that. Let's castle. Let's go king h1. Takes. Now knight is not going to be pinned. And let's see how he's going to fight back. If he takes, we have simple takes. Maybe then he will play knight. Sorry, bishop c5. Not c5. He has pushed g6, so it makes sense to fancy to this bishop on g7 square. So I am assuming that he can go for queen b6 as well, targeting this pawn. In the event of queen b6, okay, he didn't go. Let's take. Yeah, he can go for bishop c5, but then he will walk right into our hand. We will just drop this knight back and counter attack that bishop. Okay, he just takes, so let's take. There is no pins now, as our king is on h1. Still he goes for this one, but I don't think this is a good move. Let's go queen a4 and try to make it a little bit harder for him to move this knight, because it is pinned. And if he castle, yeah, he castle, but his bishop is not onto the g7, where it should be. And now there is this move, which can be very annoying. So let's hit the bishop. Let's send this bishop back to b6. Then we will, okay, he is just going for that. Maybe we are not blundering anything. So queen b3 is fine. Now this is hanging. Maybe he will just drop this back to e7. Then we can go bishop b7 as well. Okay, let's go bishop b7. Bishop b7. Okay, wow, he's going after the bishop. He is going after the bishop, and there is this fork as well. Wow, all of a sudden he got the nice position. Can I push f5? Okay, let's try to open up this file. I could have taken that, but that will drop the rook. So you have to be careful a little bit. But now maybe we can take. Yeah, let's go to d1 to hit the bishop. Let's send this bishop back now. And then maybe we can take this. What if he takes this? We have to drop the queen back. Yeah, I think he can take on a4. Still, I can't take back with the knight because our rook will be hanging. And after b takes a4, if you take back with the rook, big deal, you are giving the exchange up. Okay, nice move. He wants to get the pawn. Let him get that. Now maybe f5 seems good move. If he takes that pawn, then we can take here. Right? Yeah, f5 is the move. Opening up the line for this bishop. If he ignore this move, then we will go f6. We will somehow bring queen into the king side. Then we'll checkmate him on the g7. Okay, he takes back this pawn, but now this file is open. Right? So yeah, I think I can go for this move first, but that will help only him. Okay, no. Let's go bishop h6. Hit the rook. It will be very nice if I can get my queen onto the g5, but that is simply not possible. So maybe we can go for rook d4, and we can sack the rook on g4 sometimes. But we have to make the combination after rook d4. Okay, he is giving up the exchange. I don't think we should go for the exchange, because with the help of this bishop we can really create some checkmating attack. I hope that makes sense. So let's go queen f3. Let's try to bring the queen into the game, and you drop this pawn with everything safe. Yeah, general idea. Now we are giving away this pawn, and now everything is safe. He will defend everything. He is up in material. Yeah, I give away the chance to win this game. But maybe there is. If I go here now, there is f6. Yeah, yeah. I give away all the advantage. Should have just taken that rook maybe. No, it's not the same story. Okay, let's try to send this pawn at least. We are giving up this pawn as well. Yeah, but we have no option now. I have to hit this knight somehow, but there is no knight e5 back. Rook d3. I'm simply not getting my queen onto the g file. His queen is always going to be remain on that d8 square. Maybe we can hit this now, but there is still this move. So let's try to control that e5 square. And now maybe h4, h5 will come with a greater effect. We will hit the knight, then maybe we can follow with g4. If this rook moves, then maybe we can go queen c3 to threaten that checkmate. Okay, he's still insisting on this move. So maybe we have this move. Yeah, let's go this move. And now again we are ready to go h5 hitting the knight. Then maybe we can go rook c1 takes, we will hit the queen. Still position is very dynamic, anything can happen. But I think white is winning. He used huge material ahead. He really wants to get this knight over here. Man, he really wants to get that knight over here. I can go knight here, maybe this move. Let's get this rook off the board. Rook c3 वो खेलेगा. Rook c3 is now not possible. That's why I play rook c1. Yeah, after h4 maybe yeah there was rook c3. Okay. Can he takes? There is no. He is solidifying everything. Maybe we can take and take this pawn. We are still now 3 pawns down, but I think our king is a little bit safe and we are hitting this bishop. If he goes rook c7, that will allow this check. There is that back, so let's go here now, going after this pawn. And now if he goes knight e5, we have bishop, knight e5, we have bishop f4 pinning that. But he is simply not going for that. This guy is so incredible. Knight e5, we have this move, trying to do something on the king side. This is controlled. But how are you going to make progress? There is literally no defense. I can never get my queen to the z file to threaten this check. Only thing which is concerning for him is time. If we can manage to burn his more 20 seconds, then we can do something. Maybe we have bishop f4 now. Okay, he's going after this bishop, offering a queen trade. So let's go here. Yeah, let him take that pawn. We will move the rook anywhere. But then there is this passer which is just 3 steps away from queen. He has this strong move. He has that strong move. Hitting the rook. What? Okay, he's threatening this check. What if I just go here? Check, king h2. Not a big deal. Now we are threatening this check, and that can be maybe important. But still there is king g8. But now he does not have a lot of time. Bishop s3 also comes in mind to eliminate this knight. Oh, nice move. It falls to this check, but he has no time. I set up this trap and he fall for that trap. Say, bro, we will play one game. Sriram, I'm really very sorry, bro. I'm really very sorry. I will play against you, of course, but tomorrow. Bhaijan, tell me something like edge that help me to improve us game. My elo right now is 800 plus. Under 900, I want to get 1000 plus. Bro, do not think about elo. Just play your games, enjoy your games, and try to improve on that. Try to improve on that. Just try to improve on that. And try to recognize the pattern. Chess is all about pattern recognition. Once you finish a game, just review that game and try to find where did you blunder and try to improve on that. Just that, do these things, you will find it helpful. Our position was fine. C5, bishop E3, takes. Queen A5 is kind of going in the wrong direction. Yeah. Queen A4 is going in the wrong direction. Computer says just go Queen D1 and keep this queen onto this diagonal. That way you can create some counterplay with H4, H5. But I completely go into the wrong direction. He castle and it is fine. He get the knight on C4, which is a huge outpost, and I burn 2 match Tempi. What did he play? Computer just take this pawn and get the open A file at least for your rook. Bishop takes, you can't still take this bishop because there is rook which is hanging. But now you have rook D1 hitting the bishop. Maybe he takes. You takes and yeah, he does not have the bishop pair, and you can do something. Okay, we didn't go there. Okay, bishop h6 was fine. Oh, computer system sack the rook. Takes. Then you go e6 to hit the bishop and you are threatening this checkmate, man. f6 is forced. You take the rook first. If you recapture, then you take the bishop and white is fine. Not winning, but it's fine. He can't take this pawn because of this check. So he has to go here, trying to eliminate like this, but you have this move. Hitting the knight b6. And what is the move? You go there. Okay, these were the... Okay. It did not happen in the game. Let's keep going. Bro, one game. VM, bro. I'm really very sorry. Not today. Maybe tomorrow. I'm really very sorry. Bro, play d4 as white. Bro, I'm losing all my games when I'm playing my main repertoire as white. I'm playing e4 and I'm losing all the games, and you are asking for d4. Okay, in this setup, we allow black to get the d5 push early, but we try to chip away his center. Okay, we can't go now here as this bishop is going to hit that. Maybe we can, let's improve the rook first. I want to get d4, knight takes, queen. Yeah, this is the perfect opportunity is to go d4, but I missed that maybe. Should we go now? But my rook can be... Okay, let's go. I think we are fine. Takes, knight takes, queen takes. And there is... there is very important this move. Okay, now let's see this pawn. Queen takes. Knight bd2. We cannot drop this bishop back as well to hit the queen one more time. My elo is 1500, but 2 or 3 days. So many blunder in my match. Anyone here want to play with me? If anyone want to play with rhythm, you guys can play. Okay, he wants to go a4. So let's go a4 ourselves. Stop this pawn. So in any endgame, this pawn is never going to be on b5 now. We stop the advancement of this pawn. This bishop is nicely controlling that. I could take here, but let's drop the bishop back, hit the queen. Then maybe we can win this pawn. Maybe he will go for queen d6 to keep this pawn protected. We will take here, force this bishop to take, or either pawn takes. But I don't feel like that position will be fine. Now, taking this knight is fine, but he will take back with the pawn. He will remove my knight from this square. Okay, let's go for this. If pawn takes, we can trade the queen, or we can also go for knight d4. Okay, he didn't take. He did not take. So should we offer a bishop trade here? Or should we go here? Let's offer a bishop trade because this bishop is looking too dangerous. Queen d6 is coming and this knight If I move this knight, then I can get checkmate. I can't take here because this queen is defended. I hope that makes sense. So queen e2 seems fine, but then he will move this bishop maybe, which I don't like. Let's go knight d4. Knight takes, bishop takes. We will get our own bishop on d4, which will hit this target. Hindi bowl. Wow. Learn some respect. Let's take this bishop. Let's eliminate that strong bishop. I hope he will take back with the pawn. And he will get the open d file. Yeah. Now this knight is pinned. I can't move that. We have queen c2. Trying to keep an eye on this pawn. If he takes, we have bishop takes. We can take and damage his pawn structure, by the way. Right, and both of these pawns will, we can immediately go for rook. Bishop b6 seems fine, going after the bishop and the pawn. Yeah, let's go. Sending this rook all the way back to a8. Now we can activate our own rook. We can get the rook onto the 7th rank. Maybe he will go for this rook b8 now. भाई हिंदी में ही बात कर, कुछ ज़्यादा समझ नहीं आ रहा. I'm sorry. How can solve the problem of blunder? I just said that. Let's just fix this weakness. Okay, in order to stop blundering pieces, you just have to ask 3 questions to yourself. What does your opponent move? Why does he move that piece? And where does he move that? Where does he move that piece? And in order to do this, you just see the whole board. Let's say I move this piece onto this d6 square. Why did I play rook d6? The idea is simple. We are just pinning this bishop. Okay, he unpin it, and now he is threatening to go here, hitting the rook and winning the bishop. So we have to, or after this move, okay, he is hitting this bishop as well. So we have to find a nice move. How to do that? How to do that? Let's just go bishop e3. Let's just go bishop e3, controlling the diagonal. Yeah, he can go bishop e7, but we can move our rook simply. Rook d4. That will be as simple as it can get. Yeah, he did go for that. So let's just move the rook. But if I go rook d4, he will go bishop f6 and hit my rook again, right? So it makes sense to just go rook d2. Now we are ready to develop along the d file. If we can get the both of rook onto the d file, then nothing can stop us to get the rook onto the 7th rank, because queen is the only defender of this important d7 square. Right? Okay, he is going for the attack, I guess. But he is weakening this diagonal as well. Okay, let me develop first. I can go for this. Okay, let's go here. Let's try to hit this pawn. He will move the bishop maybe here. Then we have rook. Okay, he is hitting the bishop itself. Man. Okay, we have to go back. But now this pawn can be a weakness. Now rook d2 and followed by rook d5 is the threat. Yeah. Now rook d5 is coming, hitting the queen and winning the pawn. And he has to keep an eye on this pawn as well, because we can take this pawn as well. So maybe he will go for queen e6 in order to defend this pawn. But maybe we can take this, right? We can win this pawn. I hope that's clear. Yeah, we can win this pawn. Bishop takes, rook takes. Maybe he will try e3. We will take queen takes and king h1. Should be fine. No. We will drop a piece. Okay, he didn't take that bishop. I can take, but let's keep the bishops on the board. Stop the advancement of this pawn. Now we have to go after this weakness. Wow, he's just going for all attack. Wow, man. This guy is incredible. He is going for the attack. This is coming now. Now that is coming. Okay, I can't go there. Let's take this pawn. I'm not seeing anything wrong. Wow. He's sending all the way, or he's sending all the pawns to my king. But this pawn is pinned. So maybe now this is, yeah, this is a threat now. Hitting the queen and hitting this pawn. If we can eliminate this pawn, black will lose. Okay, he found very good move to counter the bishop on this diagonal. Okay, let's take. He has to take back with the king. If he take, he can take back with the pawn as well. Okay, let's go here. We have to be very precise. We can also go rook h7, rook a7. Yeah, we have to be very precise because it is not the safest position at all. Yeah, not the safest position at all. Man, this guy, we have to commend our opponent. He's playing incredibly well. If we get e3, then it can be very dangerous. And look at my time as well. We have to send this pawn all the way up the board. He unpins that pawn. Maybe we have a perfect check. Let's take. Let's go here. I don't want to trade the rooks. I thought taking with the pawn would have been the better move. Let's throw this check in. He has to block with one of the rooks. And maybe we can take this rook, but there's check. That will be not any. If he goes here, okay, he block. Let's take. Queen takes check. And now we can send this pawn all the way up the board. Yeah, let's go. Now there is this check we will take and we will get behind the pawn. And with these three passer, I think this game is winning for white. But we have to be careful. We are getting low on time as well. I hope he will go for this check. Takes, maybe pawn takes, but still there is rook c1 getting behind the passed pawn and our king is safe. Okay, he's hitting. Check. One more step closer. One more step closer. If here we have another check, one step more closer. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, this pawn is now going to be pinned. Check, and we are getting c7. We are getting c7. This promotion is, I don't think, stoppable. Yeah, it's unstoppable. We are winning the game. We are winning the game. He weakened his king so much. Just promote and that's game over. Without the queen, you are not going to be able to make anything happening. Let's just activate the rook. Check. Just make a room for the king, so we do have the loft, and he resigned. Let's go! GG! Let's go, GG. Wow, 169 people are watching. Thank you everybody for watching this stream. You guys can hit that like button if you enjoy the game. We are at the only 46 like, guys. Please make it to the 55 likes. We are 9 likes away. Let's review this game. भाई समझ ना मेरा ये लो 400 ही है मुझे खेलना सीखना है. Mehul Jain, I'm really very sorry, bro. I started chess in English only. That's why I'm trying to do the same thing. And it is a little bit hard for me to explain everything in Hindi. E4 pawn is pinned. Said hai 174. Wow. Okay. Opening was fine. A4 was probably bad move. Computer suggesting to reroute the knight like this to hit the bishop. But I thought that if I goes here, he will get this pawn to a4, and this pawn can be very dangerous in the endgame. Yeah, we can take this pawn, but he is going to have the open a file now. That's why just go a4, bishop e3. We eliminate one of the knight. Bishop c2 was bad. Computer suggesting again. Knight d2 going after the bishop. If you drop bishop back, then you go knight f3, and now you are hitting the pawn. So maybe you are offering a draw. You are offering a draw with these two moves. Bishop back, knight f3, then again bishop e4. It can be a draw, but at this level nobody goes for the repetition. We just go bishop c2. We trade the bishop. We create some weakness on his camp. Okay, he thinks that he is going to attack me, but he didn't think about his own king. He weakens his king that much that our position gets winning position. It was bad. I don't know why. We are now up 2 pawns, and yeah, white is winning this position. Still here, I think he should have taken back. He should have taken back with the pawn, and now this pawn is still itself going to be an headache for me. It is just 2 steps away from queening, and at some cases this check can be nasty as well if my queen leaves the second rank. So I thought that he should have taken back with the pawn, but he takes back with the rook, which gives us some hope. I just decline the rook trade. Check, we trade one of the rooks, and now checks, pawn push. Check, pawn push. Check, pawn push. And yeah, that's the game. भाई you are explaining like Levi. वाह नीतीश थैंक यू वेरी मच. इफ यू डू थिंक तो कौन सी लैंग्वेज है सर आपकी? है तो हिंदी ही भाई, लेकिन हिंदी ही है, लेकिन इंग्लिश में इजी है थोड़ा कमेंट्री करना चेस. आई होप दैट्स क्लियर. Okay, we just push h3 so that we do not have to worry about any back rank weakness, and now we can freely use our rooks as well in order to deliver checkmate. And he decided to resign on this point. Yeah, if you, let's say if you go check, he goes here, now he's hitting, and if you try to defend that rook, yeah, it's possible. But let's say if I goes here, check, you have counter check hitting the queen. Yeah, that's check. But apart from that, if you do not have that counter check, it can be very dangerous to leave your back rank because you do not have any loop for your king. That's why I just go h3 so that we do not have to worry about any back rank issue and we can freely use the rooks. I hope that's clear. Amazing. Thank you, Manish. Thank you very much, bro. You speak well in English. It's easy to understand. Yeah, it's a little bit easy to understand in English about chess. Yeah. Can we play Blitz? I'll do super chat. Shraddha, cutie. I'm really very sorry. I'm not playing my viewers. That is the thing. So it is not like if you try to do super chats, I will get interested in everything. It depends on our taste. Okay, he's playing slow chess with a6, so it makes sense to play c3 and prepare d4. Strike in the center. We will get 2 pawns in the center and we will enjoy the central control. Let's go a4. I'm threatening something. Okay, he just stopped. Let's go b5. Now we are threatening d5, winning the knight. Okay, he goes for that. We can take, or we can also push this pawn. But let's go bishop e3, just solidifying this pawn. Now he will go for knight f6 to counter this pawn. We will just drop this bishop back. Okay, he didn't go there. So let's just develop this knight. And now let's go king h1. Because in some cases, this bishop can be very annoying on this diagonal. We can also go for now d5 boss. Okay, now we have to take this pawn because he's threatening to go f5, trapping our bishop. Maybe we can also take here to open up the line on this diagonal. Yeah, it should be fine. If we get f5, we'll just take that bishop, damage pawn. Let's take this pawn. If he takes here, that will be easy. We can recapture. That's not a big deal. Even if he takes here, we will recapture and we will also get the semi-open f-file. Not semi, but maybe we can get the open f-file. Okay, he takes the pawn simply. Now let's eliminate this strong bishop. And we can take this pawn. We can eliminate this bishop, sorry, knight. Bishop takes, but that bishop will become too dangerous there. But I think I have to take this knight pawn because he can get f4 and close the king side. Then he can go g5, g4. Yeah, let's take. Allow knight takes. Queen e2, going after this weakness. This is a huge weakness, so I think we should go for. We can also put our knight over here. That also seems juicy. Yeah, let's go knight e4. Knight e4 is begging to be played. This is a huge outpost for our knight. And look at this diagonal as well. Look at the light square over his king side. If we can somehow eliminate this light square bishop, then we can do some damage to him. Check is kind of begging to be blood, but he wants to get the king to h8, by the way, anytime. So that does not feel good move. So let's go queen c2. Yeah, let's go queen c2. We are defending this knight. We are ready to get one of the rook onto the d file. And yeah, in some cases, this queen on this diagonal can be very useful. I hope everything is making sense. Let's see. Don't worry, we can play rated, though I'm already 2000 plus rated. Wow, that's great. You are rated 2000 plus. Okay, now maybe we can get knight d6 if this knight move. We can also take this knight pawn takes and we can win this pawn, but there may be some. Okay, should we go h3 to create some loft square? h3, g3 both. Let's go h3 to have this loft square for our king. Just waiting slowly, trying to prepare the move. As they say, prepare slowly, attack fast. Both rooks are defending each other. If we can get rid of this knight is looking too dangerous because it is controlling some of the nice square. Okay, he's trying to get rid of that knight on his own. That's also fine, but he has the open file, which is looking dangerous, too dangerous. Okay, let's go queen e2. Just bringing my queen to the king side so that our king will feel safe. Ah, check, check, king here. There is no check. So bishop sack is not working. But we have to be careful. King h2 should be considered now because in some cases this bishop sacrifice can lead us to checkmate. Okay, he takes there. Rook takes. You can't take still because knight is also protecting and knight is also defended by the queen. This queen. And his knight is not coming into the game too soon. Okay, he's going after the knight. Let's just drop this knight back. And now this sacrifice is even not shown because this knight is covering the g file. And now if we move this knight, we can take this pawn. There is no bishop. Ah, there is bishop g4 because this pawn is pinned. Ah, maybe we can get away with that with this check. Ah, no, no, bishop g4 is a blunder because of queen takes g4 queen. Ah, what am I saying? श्रद्धा आप HKM chess से भी खेली हो ना? I don't know. I think Shraddha QT, I have played against her one game. I was 300 elo lower than you. Now it's around 100 only. Wow. Okay, we can still take this knight and go after this pawn. Should we try that? But this pawn will become weak. So let's go king g2, defend this pawn. And now we are threatening to eliminate this knight. Then we can capture this pawn. And this knight is going to protect our king. Okay, he did better. Now it makes sense to go to e1. Again, threatening to eliminate the knight and winning this pawn. But then there will be this check. Yeah, still we can't go for this approach. Again, we have to prepare slowly. Maybe we can drop this bishop back, and in some cases we can go queen e4 to threatening queen h7 checkmate. Okay, now I think it's the perfect. I can also go for knight h4 by the way, hitting the queen. Queen here. Okay, let's go bishop d3, trying to take control of this thing. If we try to eliminate everything, I will trade everything because he has some weakness. These pawns are isolated pawn. He has double pawns. This is also a weak pawn. So if he goes here, maybe we can trade everything and go for the end game. Okay, let me think. I do have this move as well in between, hitting the queen. But after this move, his knight and rook will become so dangerous, I guess. I do have this check. And that check also doesn't seem fine. Okay, let's go here. Can we take this pawn? No, we will lose the bishop. Queen takes. So we have takes. Okay, let's trade everything. And now f3 to hit this pawn. If I take it immediately, there is check. King here. I don't like that. Okay, let's go f3. Now we are threatening to take this pawn. And if he goes rook e8, I will offer a queen trade. Play with Goofy Chess YouTuber. Let's go queen e3 first, controlling the diagonal, hitting the pawn, forcing queen f6 maybe. Then queen e4, now hitting this target. Now hitting this target. And this rook is undefended as well, so we can go for that rook. Okay, I don't want to trade the queen and undouble his pawns, so let's go here. Now threatening to take this pawn. Yeah, you can take this pawn, but the general idea is if I can eliminate this pawn, if I can activate my queen in the center, then it will be easy. Hello, I am host bro. How do you know Goofy Chess? He is my good friend. Okay, check. King h2. Now maybe we have this move. Oh no, this queen is defended by the pawn. Queen is defended by the pawn. Maybe we can go for this move because he is trying to infiltrate over here. Yeah, maybe we have f4. I have to go f4 because he is threatening to capture this pawn if I move. Let's go f4. Close this diagonal up. Now this pawn is weak again. So I'm assuming he will go queen c6. Queen c6, yeah. This pawn is getting targeted. How should we do it, man? Let's offer a queen take now, because I have an idea to go after this weakness in the endgame. Okay, he's not taking, so let's improve the king. If now he didn't take, I will give this check. I will decline the queen trade. Check. Queen h5. Let's go back. Let's go back. If his queen move, then this can be hanging sometimes. Check. Activating the queen on the 7th rank here. Queen f2. Okay, he's trying to threaten that move. Let's defend. Check. King here. He does not have a lot of time to think now. Let's take. Check. Here maybe. No, not there. Check here. He will win this war. He will win that, but I don't think he has that time to calculate everything. There is no check, and we win the game nicely. Yeah, just put pressure on your opponent. Get the game to the end game where you can really put him under pressure. That is the general idea nowadays. Baijan, what's the name of our tournament, bro? This Nightbot is dumb. He is just pasting the same link from 1 month before. What's your daily routine regarding chess? Dilkil bro, any tips for streaming? Tips for streaming is just play your best game and try to explain the things, nothing else. Or a daily routine regarding chess. My daily routine regarding chess is I do some puzzle runs and then I look upon Daniel Ladrski speedruns video. I look upon some of the opening video and then I watch GM games and then I play some chess. I analyze them, and for the moment this is it. And at some moment I also solve some position from the book Chess Test by Mark Dvorsky. So that is the general routine for me in chess nowadays. But once I start putting some time in the chess, then I will really improve faster, because right now I don't have that much of a time. What should daily routine? I have answered that. भाई तुमने जो टूर्नामेंट बनाया था उसका नेम भूल गया हूँ, बता दो टूर्नामेंट का नेम. आई हैव नॉट रिमेम्बर्ड. भाई रात में स्ट्रीम कैसे करूँ, सब सो रहे हैं तो भाई देख कौन रहे हैं, मैं भी तो रात में स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ ना. We get the Italian game with a6. a6 I don't think is a good move because it allows white to get 2 pawn in the center. Computer suggesting take this pawn. If he takes here, you have the deflection. King takes, again one more deflection, because if he takes he will lose the queen and you are winning. Shraddha Cute is trying to send me the challenge again and again. Let me analyze this game, then you can try to send me the challenge. Okay, we didn't take that pawn because I don't want to release the tension from the center. But okay, white is fine with this move. Now hitting this target. If he goes here, we need to defend the knight one more time, hitting this pawn one more time. Queen is 7. I think you can still take this pawn. Why computer suggesting going for, okay, maybe there is this move. Oh, if you take, there is pawn takes, hitting the bishop, and now he is threatening to move this bishop, hitting your queen. But computer thinks this is fine, pinning the bishop. Bishop can't go to any of this diagonal. If he goes here, queen takes c4 check, and you are fine. That was the way, which I didn't see. We go for the general idea, trying to put my knight in the center. Then we kind of transition into the end game, where computer wants to keep the bishop on the board using the fact that some of the light square on his king side is weak. And white is winning. It's plus 1.89. But we go for the end game, where black has some weaknesses, but it is not clear how white is going to make progress. Okay, I think he should have traded the queen and tried to play the end game. He gets some counter play as well, but now again he blunders, and he blundered the game. Combination take, but oh, why to allow this check? But still white is winning. we get to the end game where we have some easy moves, and it's not easy for black to find the good moves in quick time. How many times? How many times required to reach 1900? How many times required to reach 1900? It depends on your attention. If you play daily for 3 or 4 hours and you analyze everything, you solve some puzzles, then you can get to 1900 in 6 months from 1000. चेक करके बता दो यार, चेक करके आज छोड़ो भाई, क्या लेट्स लर्न था, एंड आई थिंक दैट वाज लेट्स लर्न एंड लेट्स प्ले एंड लर्न, आई थिंक दैट वाज द नेम ऑफ टूर्नामेंट। भाई रात में स्ट्रीम कैसे करूं, आवाज आती है, अच्छा तो आवाज आती है, उसके लिए मैं क्या ही सजेशन दूं भाई, आई डोंट हैव सजेशन। ब्रो आर यू फ्रॉम बिहार? यस ब्रो, आई एम फ्रॉम बिहार। लेट्स कीप गोइंग विथ अनदर गेम। Okay, so finally, thank you Sriram. If you are on the stream, thank you very much for suggesting me to play 5-minute blitz, because I'm finding it now a little bit easy to get back into the rhythm. What's the name of the app again? Name of the app is chess.com, bro. I'm playing on the chess.com, but it's not the app. It is the web page. I'm playing on chess.com website. Okay, this game is against 2100, so it is going to be hard game. Now let's go bishop f5. Keeping this quite under control. Maybe he can go for queen b3, but we have queen b6, so not a big deal. We are trying to, okay, good move. Maybe a4 seems fine, but there is this move, and maybe he can go, let's go a6 to stop b5. Now if he goes a4, then this pawn will hang, so that's not easy. Let's take back with the knight. We are still controlling this square. Now let's castle. And now maybe a5 can be interesting. Oh, he wants to get the knight over here. He wants to get the knight over here. Very nice. Let's go knight e4. You leave the center square, so we are going to put one of the to that square. Is this working, or should we go a5? Let's go a5. Let's try to chip away this pawn. Now if he goes here, okay, now a nice move. Should we hit the knight? Maybe we should take. Pawn takes, and then that pawn will come under fire, right? Yeah, knight takes is the only move. We can also take back with the bishop, but let's take back with the pawn. Now this pawn is really under fire. Okay, he takes, rook takes, going after this pawn. Okay, he defend, but now we have this check, forcing king to move. He will not be able to castle. And now we have to find a way. Let's go queen a8 to going after this weakness. No, the app that you solve puzzle. Oh, I solve puzzles on chess.com itself. I solve puzzles on chess.com itself. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. If he takes, you will lose the rook, and we are ready to take here. Takes, takes. We will get a passer. And his bishop is not that active, just biting on this. Okay, I will be happy to take here because he is not going to able to have a light square bishop. Takes, maybe he will take, and if I take back with the queen, he will win this. So let's take. If he takes, we will take back with the pawn, and we will send this pawn all the way back to the promotion. Yeah, now we have a passer. We are defending this pawn. We have the bishop, and this is racing through. I think we are winning. Rook a1, a2 is coming. We will be threatening a1. Okay, he is hitting the bishop, so let's go rook b8. Now in some cases we can threaten some nasty ideas as well. Okay, let's drop this bishop back. Fair here. Okay, let's go here. Now this is coming, hitting the knight and the queen. So it is very difficult for white to find him. This pawn is too strong, I think. We do have this nasty check as well. Okay, we should take, and go here. Yeah, let's go. Force this queen to that square. And now we have check, picking up another pawn. Maybe check. It will be nice if I can get my bishop onto that diagonal, but his knight is always going to protect that. So let's go here. Yeah, controlling that. And now we are going to play this move. Maybe we have this move now. But then he will take this, right? Okay, he is going to enable, he is going to win this pawn back, yeah. Maybe this is the only chance to get this move. Check. Can we create some more weaknesses over here? Here, takes. Okay, let's take this pawn at least. If he take back with the queen, then we can promote, but I think he's gonna eliminate that pawn. Takes and knight takes. Okay, he didn't go there. So now I'm not in the mood of trading. Now let's go queen c8. If he takes back with the queen, he will hang the knight, because after that check I can drop my bishop back to f8. Okay, he hang the knight because there is no check. I mean, my bishop is going to be on f8. Yeah, he hang the game. And had he taken back with the knight, we had that check. Let's throw this check. Let's make a room for the king. Yeah, let's go h7. This pawn is not going anywhere. This pawn is not. This should be winning. Yeah, this should be. Now let's go over. Let's go here so that we can give some checks. Check. No check. Let's go here. I think he wants to repeat. Okay, let's go here. We have to force a queen trade somehow. Let's go g6. And now check. Man. Let's go here. We are hitting this pawn. And I'm now ready to play e6. Okay, he gave away this check. Let's give the check. We are picking up one another pawn, and now it's easy. And he resigned. Wow, he fought really well, but let's review this game. Wow, 198 people are watching. Wow, thank you everybody for joining the stream. If you enjoy this game, you can like the stream and learn to analyze and calculate the name for the app. I'll subscribe it to you if you tell me the app where you practice puzzle. Bro, initially when I do not have the diamond membership of chess.com, I used to solve some puzzles on, I think, Chess Coach. Yeah, the app name is Chess Coach. There are many puzzles: mate in 1, mate in 2, mate in 3, mate in 4, mate in 5, and there are some tactical puzzles as well, like decoy, pins, forks, skewer, and many more. So Chess Coach is one of the apps where you can find so many instructive puzzles that will help you to get, I think that will help you to get to the 1200 at least. If you solve the puzzles from that app, that will really help you. Okay, we managed to get a passer on the a file. Black is winning, I guess. Yeah, not winning, but black is better. Now black is winning with this check first. Forcing the king here, maybe. Then you take this pawn, maybe knight takes. Then you go here and force the queen here, and then this move maybe. Yeah, now this is winning. Hitting the queen, if it takes, you can promote with check, forcing queens off the board. But what if he just go king h3? Then you push this pawn, hit the queen, maybe queen a8 to take control of this. You take the pawn, knight takes. Again there is this move. And now if he takes, then rook is going to be hanging. Wow, that is kind of deep. Wow, man. And what if you take back with the pawn simply? Then you improve the rook, hit the knight. Knight has to move, and knight does not have a way. If he goes here, rook will be hanging. And if he goes here, then again you have bishop c3. This is the key move, hitting the queen, trying to evacuate the promotion square. Again if he takes, you can win the rook, and now promotion is unstoppable. Okay, that was the way, but okay, we did not find this check. We found this check, but it was too late. It was too late. We trade the rooks. Still black is winning, but now I give away some advantage. Okay, computer wants to go this check anyway. Okay, I missed the chance. Now it's a draw. It's just a draw, yeah. I think he should. I played this move in order to make it impossible to take this pawn with the queen, because his knight is going to be hanging. But you have to be careful about your back rank as you are leaving your back rank. But you have, if you see deeper, then you can find that after queen takes a2, queen takes c1, queen a8 check, you have bishop f8 blocking the check from the queen, and you will be up a piece. That's why I just take this knight. After he takes pawn, we take the knight check, we have bishop f8, and we are winning. We are up a piece now. And had he taken back with the knight, then the idea is to throw in this check, and now his king is a little bit weak. So general idea is to going after his king weakness. That's why I just play queen c1, sorry, queen c8. Computer wants to go king h3, keeping king into the king, going outside of the outside your castle, where it can caught in some crossfire of the pawn push. But he just hang the piece, and yeah, still it's not that much easy because of this passer. So you have to keep an eye on this passer as well. But he does not have a way anyway. He has to push this pawn, but any pawn push will create some weaknesses on the king side, right? I hope that makes sense. And he has only queen which he can use, but he can't trade the queens even, because we can just trade the queens if he block with that, and then it will be easier to going after this weakness. We can develop the bishop, we can bring the king into the game, and just that's over. But he tried to push the pawns, he tried to create some chaos on the board with that pawn push, but he hanged that pawn. That pawn was king, that pawn was key pawn, because with that pawn falling, his king is becoming extremely weak. This pawn is also going to be falling, and we can easily pick up this pawn later. That's why I just chose to resign after queen takes g4. I hope you found this analysis helpful. Cool. Wow, how do you find खतरनाक मोसियस प्लेयर? दैट्स फनी. खतरनाक इजी गेम. भैया आप क्या करते हो ऑफिशियल लाइफ में? ऑफिशियल लाइफ में पढ़ाते हैं भाई. अगर आप पे वाइट बिशप होता तो आप क्वीन पिन कर सकते थे लास्ट वाले मूव में. या ब्रो, वेल एक्सप्लेन. थैंक यू अमर, थैंक यू वेरी मच. आई एम हियर यू टू ब्रो. ओके, Jenpreneur. Okay, welcome. Thank you, Edit. Thank you very much, bro. Well explained. Thank you, Hammer. Thank you very much. Wow, he's just saying thank you, Edit. What's your daily time of streaming? Daily time of streaming, I usually started streaming on 6 or 7. 6 and 7. 6 or 7 p.m. But I started the stream today very late because I had some work to do. Some Rahul Anonymous Rawat is sending me the challenge, but I think I have already played against him one game, and I'm not in the mood of playing a rapid game today. I'll be here tomorrow at 7, bro. Okay, thank you, Edit X. Okay, let's keep going. We are nicely getting back into our rhythm. Let's go for the Sicilian defense with black pieces. Bye bye, bro. Okay, bro, bye. Let's take. Oh, Smith Mora. Let's see. I can get lost in this game. Knight c6, trying to keep control of this pawn. Let's go here. Maybe I can lose this game, but if I'm not wrong, we can save this game. We are up a pawn. If we can develop all of the pieces and castle king, then we will be completely fine. We are up a pawn. We will try to trade everything. I think bishop e7 is right now fine because it is defended by the queen and the bishop. Now e5 hitting the bishop, and now followed by a6 hitting the knight. Previously he is hitting this pawn with the knight, the bishop and the queen, but now comes e5 hitting this bishop back, and anywhere he move the bishop, we are going to play a6, sending this knight back where it came from. Peak rank 2197. Let's go a6, hit this knight. Maybe knight here, b5 hitting the bishop as well. Bishop d5, bishop b7, defending everything. Yeah, maybe it looks like he can get the knight onto the d5 square. Let's castle, but our knight is also controlling that square. Now let's go Queen c7, getting off from that rank. Queen b6. Oh, he get both of the rook onto that dragon. Okay, yeah, that is knight d5. We can eliminate that knight. And now we have knight a5 going after the bishop. Okay, let's take bishop. If he take back with the pawn, now he's never going to able to hit this pawn, right? So let's go knight a5 going after the bishop. I think he should have taken back with the bishop. Can you give some tips? I'm stuck at on 600 from 1 year. Please help. Maybe he wants to get this pawn. Oh, sorry, queen d3 move to going after that checkmate. How should we stop that? Knight c4 comes in mind. Let's go bishop f6. So that after queen d3 we can go g6. Then we can drop this bishop back and our king will be safe because my bishop is going to control these dark square weaknesses. Concentrate on your openings. Yeah, concentrate on your openings. For 600, I don't think so. Okay, let's just drop this bishop back. Don't try to trade the dark square bishop when you fianchetto it on g7. And I think we are now healthy pawn up. If we can trade every piece, the end game is going to be favorable for us. Knight c4, there is b3 and you have nothing to take. So let's just improve the rook first. There is no bishop h6 business. And maybe he wants to get the bishop onto e3. Yeah, that can be the idea. We have to find a way as well to get this knight back home. So let's drop this bishop back so that this knight can go to b7. Then later on, it will go on c5. I think he wants to move this bishop to e3 to hit the queen. We will drop this queen back to d8. Okay, I don't know what he's trying to do. Maybe he wants to get bishop h6 and trade off this bishop. How can we hit this pawn? Okay, let's try to reroute the knight first. Bishop f6 we can ignore. Takes. Knight g5, we have h6, even h5. Yeah. Bro playing the Italian scotch opening with white. Thank you, Sishram. But you have diamond membership. You telling lie. No, I'm not telling lie. Okay, he's going for bishop trade. I think we should just improve the knight. Knight on c4 will be a huge piece. So knight c5. Yeah, let's go knight c5. Takes. Yeah, there is knight g5 going after that. We can even go rook h8 or h6 depending upon our position or thought. I think our king is going to be safe. Aha, this is a great find. Knight g5. Now threatening to takes and queen h7 checkmate. Wow, I missed that, bro. I missed this move. Yeah, I missed this move. Maybe we have to go f6, take. We take this knight, hit the queen, then we can win this bishop. Maybe f6 is the only move now. Takes, there is queen takes, and his position will be so dangerous for me. Man, yeah, it's not that easy. I think f6 is the only. Let's go f6. I don't want to think too much. If he takes the bishop, we will take the knight, hit the queen. And if we take a pawn, we will win the bishop. So after bishop takes, we take the knight, hitting the queen. He has to go queen h6. He did go queen h6. Now he may be trying to hit this pawn. So let's go here, cut off the bishop. Let's go. Oh, this is hanging. Should have gone. Ah, man. Should have gone simple rook. I did miss that move. I completely overlook. No, this is weakness. I completely overlook my queen is going to be hanging. Sorry, my bishop. Oh, sorry, rook is hanging. Rook f7 was winning, I guess. Not winning, but it was fine. Ah, maybe rook f7. Rook f7 was winning the knight. Check first. Then you take the bishop. Still, I think fine. If he takes, there is checkmate. We can take this pawn. Position is so dynamic. Position is so dynamic. We can't trade. Although that seems interesting. Rook takes. Man. And you will not be in time. Man. Now he is back in the game. Yeah, it is going to be very hard. It is going to be very. He can just pick up this pawn. Rook f7 was winning. Rook f7 was winning on the spot. If I leave my back rank, there is this move which is annoying. Yeah, we are simply losing this game now. There is no defense, and now this is the final move. He's completely fine. This bishop is not coming into the game now. Yeah, yeah, that's over. That's over. One bad move and you lose the game. That was winning on the spot, I guess. Yeah. But the thing is always like it will always come down to one move, and now he's forcing queens of the board. Let's resign. There is nothing to play for. I think I was winning with rook f7. I completely missed that my rook is hanging. Rook f7 was winning, hitting the rook, hitting the bishop one more time, and there was no escape for that bishop. Let's see where did we go. That one move cost us the game. It was fine. d5 was miss, but it's fine. Black is better. It's +1. Sorry, -1 in favor of black. Yeah. Fine, fine, fine. Knight c5 was miss. f6 we hit, and he blunders the game. Yeah, rook f7 is winning. Rook f7 is winning on the spot because we are hitting the bishop, and there is no evacuation square for this bishop. How did I miss? I completely overlooked this move. I just see that he wants to sack the bishop, then he will move the bishop and threaten some check. I don't know why now I see that my rook is hanging. Rook f7. Even after rook f7, we are winning this bishop. Not saving our rook only, we are winning this bishop. That was no brainer and I missed that one. And after this game, he never gave it chance. Yeah. It was a blunder. Why it's a blunder? Computer wants to take this and it's a draw now. Yeah, it's a draw now because this pawn is under fire. If he takes, there is that move, hitting the rook. If he goes here, you just solidify that bishop, and there is going to be always pressure on this pawn. Let's say you defend that, then you take this pawn and you have one extra pawn on the queen side, and black is now suddenly winning. I didn't see that move as well. And now it's just losing. One bad move and it's over. Watch Daniel Lutowski's speed run. I do that, bro. I think queen exchange was, and taking the pawn with the bishop was a good move. Yeah, taking that pawn first without exchanging the queen. Just take that pawn. If he takes the queen, then you get the rook onto the 7th rank. Which speed run you follow? Daniel Lutowski's speed run. Let's castle and now go d4. Let's see if we can get our favorite main. Yeah, I think we can get our favorite main line. This is my favorite line. Black can get crushed in a couple of moves if he goes wrong. How many hours you play every day? 3 to 4 hours Italian, yeah. Okay, this pawn is solidified and black does not have an easy move now. Bro, go Evans Gambit. Yeah. Okay, he's trying to force things off. I don't know this move. Maybe we can take and deliver this check. Maybe there is knight g5 now. But then there will be d5. So maybe we can take. I assume he will take back with the bishop. Then knight g5. If he take my bishop, no, that I don't think that position will be fine. Let's start by taking, then we will decide what to do. There is this move, but I don't think that's great. We can also throw in this check. Bishop e6. Then we can go bishop g5. Knight g5 seems to be fine, but though this bishop is hanging, that is the main problem. Knight g5, bishop takes. Even if you take, he will just simply move the queen to f6. And with the knight, the bishop, and the queen, your position will be. Let's throw in this check maybe. Bishop g5 is also interesting. Let's throw in this check. Let's see what he is going to play. For how many years are you playing? I'm playing from close to 4 years. Let's throw this check in. Let's see what he's going to do. Okay, he drops the knight back. Now maybe knight g5. If he takes my bishop, I have knight takes f7, forking the queen and the rook. We can get that rook into the corner. So knight g5, he will take my bishop, knight takes f7. I assume he will go for queen d7. That is the only move. Then we can take the rook. And this knight, yeah, let's go for. My intuition is saying to go for that. But in the end, that pawn is going to be hanging with check, king h1. I think this position is going to be so wild. He just castle. He just castle. Maybe we can hit the knight now, but this bishop is also hanging. So what should we do? We can take this as well, but there is knight f5. Man. We are threatening this checkmate. Knight f6. Take the pawn off. Oh man. Okay, I'm trying to force something off, but now we have to solidify our gameplay. We are down a pawn. We have some development, but it's not easy now. This pawn is also hanging. Maybe we can develop the knight, go for his knight, go for his king. Takes. If he takes, that will lose the knight. So I'm assuming he will take this bishop. Queen takes. And then he will try to move this knight for somewhere. Knight f6. Then we will drop the bishop back. We will solidify this pawn and we will try to win this pawn back. Why 2100 rapid players have blitz rating of 1950 and 2000 only? Bro played kinda crazy there. Bro, it's not easy to maintain high rating in blitz because in blitz everybody go for risky gameplay. Risky gameplay means they always go for the attacking opening and attacking moves. And once they do these kind of things, it's not that easy to maintain your position. I hope that makes sense. Knight is going to be on this square, but you will lose the bishop. So maybe you can go for this move. Okay, now I think he's preparing this push. He is preparing this push. Let's develop this knight first. We have to develop our pieces. Okay, he is hitting the knight. He defended the bishop. That's why he's doing that. Maybe we have this move or we have queen f3. Queen f3 hitting this target. So there is no bishop g4 working. And this going after this pawn is not that hard. Rook d1, rook d1 can come into the queen. Sorry, bishop g4 move. Okay, he's hitting the knight. Maybe knight e4 is fine. Takes, and we have to go for that. I can also take this. Rook takes. Then I can take here. Hit the rook, but there is rook f8. I don't find it that much. In my case, it's completely opposite. I'm 2200 plus blitz and 2050 rapid. Yeah, it can happen if you play so many blitz game and less rapid, so that is not the big thing. How is everyone so high rated here? QT, why? QT, why? How do you play 3 plus 0? Bro, you missed rook takes knight e7. Let's see. Aha, man, I missed that move. Removing the defender of the bishop. Yeah, I missed that. I missed that move. There's no again. I thought that we eliminate one of the knight and now there is no bishop g4. But there is still bishop g4. Bishop g4 winning an exchange and we lose the game. Oh, he missed that. He missed that. Let's go s3 stop bishop g4 now. He missed that. Now maybe c3 trying to chip away this pawn. D Yeah, I miss rook takes e7. Okay, he's hitting this knight, so let's just move the knight. Let's try to play a little bit quickly. Then we will do something. I think he will just go bishop e6. Bishop e6, bishop takes. If rook takes, I think I have to go for this one. Yeah, let's take. Queen takes is not possible, and he hang the rook. Yeah, I was just looking on that tactic, and he fall for that. Now let's trade everything. We are up a rook. Let's trade everything. Let's pin the knight, and now we are winning. It's 12:50 right now. Fairly, what's your rating? And now let's go here, going after this pawn. Knight's over. He should just resign. He should just resign. Okay, still he's trying to fight. Let's try to chip away these pawns. H4, H5 seems interesting, but he move. Let's go here, trying to activate the knight. Controlling this diagonal. This can be useful now. Knight d6, hitting the queen. What is the idea of this move? Can't I just take this? There will be this fork. There will be that fork. But I think we have check, forcing the queens off the board. Yeah, let's go. There is no fork because we have this important check. Takes, check. Here we will drop our rook back to e2 to defend that back rank. This is not working. This is not working. We are winning this game. Wow, 154 people are watching and we are at the 81 likes. Please hit that like button if you are enjoying the game. Let's make it to the 90 like. I enjoyed repeat. Okay, bro, hang the knight as well. Thank you. Now if you push, there is simple queen takes and we finally choose to design. Let's review this game. Let's see where do we go wrong. Bro, play with me. Subham, I'm really very sorry. I'm not paying my viewers, but it's too late now and we have won so many games. So you can send me the challenge, I guess. Okay, we started with e4, e5, knight f3, bishop c4, Italian. Knight comes to f6 and we go d4. Pawn takes e5, hitting the knight, knight g4, bishop f4. Just solidifying this pawn. And d6 is the new move. In most cases, they just castle, but now comes h3 and it's very difficult for black to maintain the equality. Computer suggesting knight h6, you can take damage in pawn structure and you can just bring the knight into the game. But he goes for d6. Taking is fine, giving this check is also fine. White is a little bit better, but now it's much better. It's plus 1.65. So the move is to take this bishop. Okay, computer suggesting take back with the pawn. What if you take back with the queen and try to keep this pawn defended? It's simply not possible because you can go queen e2, pinning this knight, and now it's not easy to castle because if he castle, he will lose a piece. Okay, so that is the general idea of going queen e2. We are just hitting this knight one more time. Computer suggesting bishop f5 and trying. Okay, he can't still castle. He cannot castle still. So you just develop your pieces. What if he goes bishop e6? Then it's simple. You have knight e4 hitting the knight. Okay, what if he goes bishop e6 without knight d2? What if he goes bishop e6 here? Then you takes. If queen takes, then you trade and win a pawn. Okay, first you hit the knight. Let's say knight f6. Then you take this pawn, and now this pawn is impossible to defend. Computer system pushing. Then you simply takes. And if you try to hit the knight, you can simply go back. There is this check, but you can drop the rook back, sending the rook back where it came from. And you are up a pawn, your position is great. Your position in white is slowly winning. Okay, that was the way. So we blundered the game with knight g5. Knight g5 is blunder. Taking that bishop was fine, but he didn't take, and now it's equal. Queen d3 again. I'm setting up a trap. If he takes, there is checkmate on h7. So he can't take, but computer suggesting take that pawn first and equalize the material. Queen d3 was fine. He goes bishop f5, good move. But now we are fine. We are not that much bad. Computer suggesting queen e5, hitting the knight. What if he goes knight c6? Then he loses the bishop. So moving this knight is not possible. Computer system b5, you simply take. You are equal in material, and now look at the black position. White is winning. White is winning simply. And there was a tactic which I missed. Here I missed this one as well. This one is winning. Yeah. It's a miss. Why? Takes. There is no checkmate because of this move. This. The thing is, this queen is pinning this knight. You are not able to move the knight because you will lose the rook. That was the idea. So rook takes e7 was not winning, guys. Yeah, it seems like you are winning a piece, but it's not winning. First of all, you are giving an exchange, and second, there is so much counterplay on the back rank. Bishop f8. Now all of your pieces are tied down in the defense of back rank. This bishop is absolute pinned. This knight is also pinned. If you move the knight anywhere, you will lose the rook. So that was the point. Okay, we didn't go for that, hopefully. Knight, we develop the knight, he hit the knight, queen, we trade once. Yeah, here I should have gone for this knight g3 move. But I thought now there it's not that obvious. Takes, pawn takes, he has the semi-open f file. I try to improve my rook. Now I drop my knight back. Now he should have taken back with the pawn. I just think that if we take back with the rook, we can win that rook in the corner. And it's obvious. It's human move. Like nobody wants to take back with the pawn and damage his king safety. So it's kind of human, but you have to keep in mind that your another rook is going to be hanging. Which just happened. We trade everything, and yeah, here that for the moment I thought that is this fork winning the exchange back. But even if we give away the exchange, we are going to emerge up a piece. But we have the simple move queen e8, forcing the queens off the board. Check, king f7 hitting the rook. You have rook e2 defending your back rank. Takes. That's as simple as that. Here you can just drop the knight back. You can even go there, and that's fine. I hope you guys analysis. You like the analysis. Are you aiming for new peak? Yeah, I'm really aiming for new peak. Did you reach 2k blitz before? Yeah, bro, I do reach 2k to 21k, and I was close to 22k. To be honest, blitz easy than rapid. Yeah, maybe, but for someone rapid is easy. Hi, bro. Yes, Vasant. Hi. Vaibhav is saying, Bhaiya, 1 versus 1 karo. Okay, Vaibhav, you can send me the challenge now. If you want to play against me, you can send me the challenge. If you guys are enjoying the analysis and the game, you guys can hit that like button, make it to the 100th like, and you guys can subscribe to my channel as well if you are new. Okay, I'm waiting for your challenges. If anybody is interested in playing against me, you guys can send me the challenge. Let's see who are interested. Vaibhav Gamer, I said that you can send me the challenge. Please, we are just 8 likes away. Just double tap the screen. Me, okay, Vaibhav, send me the challenge then. Send me the challenge. Vivek said hi. Hello, bro. Yes, Vivek, welcome to the stream. Yes, warning. Hi. Your ID. My ID is given on top left corner on my webcam, bro. It is given here. Yeah. You can see my ID on this webcam. Okay, some RETHDKKK is sending me the challenge. Is it your ID, Vaibhav? Is it your ID you are sending me the challenge for rapid game? Is it your ID? I think I have played against this guy before. Vaibhav, can you confirm which one is your ID? And we are just 4 likes away from 100 like, guys. Tick, 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 tick. Okay, he's not confirming it. Ishwar Mahajan, hello. Hi, Bhaiya. I'm still on 800 ELO for the past 5 months. Bro, I don't know how to. Then you can comment your ID. I can send you the challenge. Ishwar, if you can't break the 800 ELO, my general tips for you is to just pay your games and always try to analyze that game. And one good app is Chess Coach. If you can install Chess Coach in your phone, You can try to solve some puzzles from that. That will really help you. Vaibhav, search up his username on friends. Yeah, search my username on friend list. Not friend list, but friend section. Just solve some puzzles in Chess Coach app. There are many puzzles. Meet in 1, meet in 2, meet in 3. Easy, medium and hard on every level. And there are many tactics as well. Like fork, skewer pins, discover attacks, decoy. There are many things that will help you. Puzzle is the only thing which you can use to sharpen your tactical recognition. Chess is pattern recognition. If you can find the pattern in any situation, you will be fine. You will improve as well. Hi bhaiya, yes Naruto. Okay, yes Naruto. Hello. My ID is RATHDKK. I want to play. You have to wait, bro. Let me play against. Iswar, if you stuck at 800 past 5 months, maybe Ludo is your way. Luke, do not insult anybody like that. I was also at some point 800, so that's not a big deal. Vaibhav, what is your ID? You are not sending me your ID. So, okay, who is sending the challenge then? Okay, this RH. I think I have played against you, RH, bro. Rohit, I have played against you. Let me play against that Vaibhav. But Vaibhav is not here. I think he is not here simply. Let's wait for a moment. Let's see if Vaibhav is sending me the challenge or not. And we are just now 2 likes away from getting 100 likes. And if you guys are new here, you guys can subscribe as well. I don't think he is going to send me the challenge. What Vaibhav said, भैया मैं आपको friend नहीं भेज पा रहा हूँ. Caps. Okay, Vaibhav, you can tell me which one is your ID then. Then I can play against you. Okay, RATH. If you Rohit, if you want to play, you can send me the challenge for Blitz game, please. Send me the challenge for Blitz game, then I will accept your challenge for sure. भाई अर्जुन 02 मेरे साथ एक गेम खेल लो ना जस्ट भैया मेरी आईडी है What's this game? Okay, let's play against Vaibhav first. What's WHAT? WHATS THIS. Which one is your ID? I can't watch. WHATS THIS dash. Okay, there. Okay, what's this babe and what's this game? Your is what's this game? Okay, I have sent you the challenge for unrated 5 minutes blitz. Okay, well, accept the challenge, then I will play against Rohit. By Arjun. Arjun, you have to wait, bro. Arjun, just wait. Let me play against Vaibhav. Vaibhav, just come into the game. I have sent you the request. Accept it quickly. Yeah, I have sent you. Vaibhav, just accept this game quickly. Then I will play against Rohit. Rohit, just wait for this game to be ended. We are at 99 likes, guys. Let's go. We are just 1 like away. Just double tap the screen and we can make it to 100 likes. Let's see who is going to get the 100 like. Bro is not accepting the challenge. Vaibhav, I don't think you are in the game. मेरे साथ एक गेम खेलो. Sonu, wait. Gobu said, hi, yes bro, my ID is what's this game you send me. Bro, I have sent you the game challenge. What's this game? I have sent you the challenge, but you are not accepting the challenge simply. It's bad. Okay, one more time. I'm going to send you the challenge one more time. If you accept this time, then we will play. Otherwise, I will play against Rohit. What's this dash and what's this game? Last time I'm sending you the challenge. Okay, I have sent you the challenge one more time, Weber. Bro, my elo near about 1170. Then I play some game. I lose my some elo. What do I do, bro? So I can go to 1200 above. Okay, next game खेलना भैया. I'm waiting. Okay, Sonu. Nitish, if you are facing any tilt, just stop playing after you lose 2 games. Yeah, we did it, guys. We are at 101 likes. Well, let's go. Once you start losing games, just stop playing after 2 loss or 3 loss. Then try to analyze them. And if you are at 1200, just solve some puzzles. Just solve some puzzles. And Rohit, you can send me the challenge for now for unrated bridge game, and make sure it is 3 plus 0. No increment, no rated if you want to play against me. So I will suggest, okay, you are sending me the challenge for 3 plus 2. I don't want to play increment game. I'm 1800 bridge. Let's play some good bridge together. Chris Sadama, you have to wait, bro. You have to wait. Let me play against Rohit. Rohit or Sonu, you guys can send me the. But everybody is sending me the challenge for increment. I don't want to play with increment. I hate that. Okay, bro. Yeah. Okay. I think that's clear. Now, Rohit, you can make your move. You are white. Do you calculate with chess notation in my mind? In mind, yeah. I do calculate with chess notation in my mind. When I play some rapid game off the stream or on the stream as well. Okay, he's playing the what? He's trying to play the Jobawa London with bishop f4. But let's see if we can outplay this guy or not. It is a 5-minute bridge game, but it is a game with no increment. So let's see how he's going to give us fight. Okay, nice move. Let's go e6. Solidify the knight. Yeah, we are blocking of this bishop on the diagonal. As they say, just develop your bishop first, then close the pawn chain with e6. But in this case, we are fine. Let's go a6 to stop knight coming to b5 or any bishop coming to b5 with check. Just nice prophylactic move, and we do not have to worry much. Let's go bishop d6, activating the diagonal on this activating the bishop on the diagonal. Is that Alekhine defense? No, it's not Alekhine defense. It's not Alekhine. Okay, he's going for some force. If we don't take, he will fork us. Okay, if we take, there is a knight takes, forking the queen and the bishop. He will get the bishop pair, but it's fine. We are not losing. He's just getting the bishop, so it's not that fun. It's not that bad. Hi bro, I'm 2400 bleach. Wanna play a 3 plus 0? Of course, Ayush. Of course, we will play, but there are many players who are waiting. So I have to wait. I have to play against them. Then I will try to play against you as well. Now let's go b5. We are not in immediate danger, so I think we can just finish our queenside development with bishop b7, knight bd7, and then knight can go to f6. Aha, I missed this move. Oh, man, if I take, there is knight g5 check. If you go back, there is queen s5. Wow, he is finding this move as 890. Wow, that's great. Greek gift sacrifice. This is known as the Greek gift sacrifice. Okay, we have to calculate if we get away with this. Takes, knight g5 check, king g6, queen g4, f5, f5 or e5. Then there will be no check against my king, because if we move the knight, we can simply take the queen. Okay, let's calculate it again. King takes h7, knight g5 check, king g6, queen g4, threatening some sort of discover attack. We have f5 hitting the queen, so he will not be able to move the knight from the g5 square and give us any discover attack. Let's take Greek gift. Wow, Greek gift. Yeah, we can lose this game pretty much quickly if we go wrong, but let's test his knowledge. Let's see how he's going to justify his sacrifice. I have won 2 games and I have lost 1 game against this guy. Okay, that was the idea, threatening this check. But let's go rook h8, taking control of the h file now. It's not that easy. We do have e5 as well, opening up the bishop. But now this check is not possible. We can take this knight, right? There is queen f3. Why did I suggest that move? Rook h8 was bad move. Bro, I think he is stream sniping. Man, he found the idea. Should have finished my development with bishop b7 because there was no h5 check. He would have lost the knight. But now he's threatening this check and he's hitting the rook. And he's hitting the rook. So first we have to defend this somehow. We have to defend this, so it makes sense to hit the knight, right? It makes sense to hit the knight because if he takes this, at least we can take the knight. भैया मुझे गेम की सेटिंग का ज़्यादा नहीं पता कैसे एक्सेप्ट करूँ. Okay, let's leave it. How did he won twice against you? I don't know. He is not 809. Oh, he didn't take the rook. Instead, he just moved the knight and hit the queen. What a big deal. Queen c6. Queen c6. Check. King f7. Yeah, I think he should have taken that rook. Because in the end he could have won the knight as well, but he didn't go for that. Now there is this 2 check, but I think in both of the cases we will be fine. Queen g4, we have king f7. There will be no discover attack with the knight. Even if you go queen g3 check, we still have this move. This. Okay, now I think we can go for this again because my queen is defended by the knight. So this check is not that scary. Yeah, after this check, we will not be able to take that knight as this queen is pinning. What is the threat now? Maybe this check. Rook h6, defend that. And now there is no check as well. Maybe now f5 can fork the king and the knight. f5. f5, now there is this check. You move the king, then he can move the queen. So maybe we have this move, hitting the queen. Let's go for this quickly. There is no discover check. Ah man, bad move because he defends the knight. He defends the knight. I thought that I will be able to take the knight at least. But bad move. Okay. Material is not that great. We are just 1 pawn behind, I think. Yeah, we are just 1 pawn behind and it's not easy how he's going to make progress. First of all, we are hitting the queen and I think queen is trapped. Queen is literally trapped. Yeah, we get the win. भैया challenge accept कैसे करूं? Challenge accept कैसे करो? Let's go here. We can go c5 to hit the rook. This check can be nasty, but we can go king d7 to defend this important d7 square. Now he's hitting the knight, so knight has to move. Where should we move the knight? Let's give this check. If takes, we can take this knight. So taking is not a possibility, and then we can take this pawn if we move the king. King e2, we can take this pawn with check as well. जैसे challenge accept करता है वैसे challenge accept करो. Queen trap, yeah, queen was trapped. I don't know how did he found that Greek gift sacrifice and he gets his queen trapped like that. And I don't know how did he win 2 games against me. That is also a mystery. Vaibhav bhai notification check karo. Yeah, just check the notification, you can find that there. Okay, we are giving the check and now he is threatening this check. How should we stop that? King e7 is there, but then I think there is this move. So let's simply take this pawn, offering a rook trade. There is this check, but now we have king g6. Bro started putting some moves of himself. Maybe, possibility. Let's just trade pieces as we are up in material. Takes, knight takes. Then rook takes and queen takes. Yeah, it's fine. Now we are just winning. Vaibhav bhai notification. Okay, there is nothing to rush with. There is nothing. Let's just defend this knight and now we are free to move our queen. Take. Let's go here. Keeping control of d7, so there is no check. Let's go back. Now this is a huge outpost. And now we are just going to bring my queen into the game. And the game is simply over. He should just resign. Resign is the way, but he is keeping. the tension. So let's go. Oh no, that will be bad. Now we are going for another front. Check, check, and check. And he lost on time finally. Okay, let's see if that bishop takes h7 was top computer move or not. He could have poked your king and queen. Where? मेरे साथ खेलो. Where? Bro tried, but at the end he cried. Play more carefully. Let's see. Okay, that was blunder. Yeah, that was blunder, not the top computer move. And king g6 is the only move. Because if you go king g8, there is queen h5 and now there is no defense against h7 checkmate. Yeah, you can move the rook, but there is still check here. No, not that way. Check. That check is a miss. There is this check. King here, and again check here. Now this check, king here, check, king here. Now you check here, and now it is going to be checkmate. Yeah, that is the me. Okay, if anybody wants to play against me, you have to send me the challenge for unrated blitz game. We go king g6, and I was calculating this line f5. There is no discovery because his queen is attacked. So once your opponent set up any kind of discover attack, try to hit the tail of the attacker. In this case, the tail of the attacker is the queen. He wants to move this knight, but he wants to give the check with the queen. That's why we go f5 and hit the queen. This is the tail of the attacker. So try to remind this idea. Once your opponent set up any kind of discover attack, just try to attack the tail of the attacker. Because there is no discover attack with this knight. If he move the knight itself is not going to give any check. Let's say he give this check, so knight is not going to give the check to the king. Only queen will give the check, and we can just simply eliminate the queen like this. So try to hit the tail of the attacker. Let me finish this review, then I will try to explain. Then I will try to play against you guys. So that was not working. What did he play? He go h4, and here I really should have gone for e5, activating the bishop on this diagonal. Yeah, computer is giving it a mistake, but it's fine. But what I did is, wait guys, wait. I go rook h8, which is a blunder because of queen f3. This is the only winning move because he is hitting the pawn and he is hitting the rook. I go f6, trying to hit the knight because if he takes the rook, we can win the knight. He should have gone for this. Because if I take the knight, there is this knight which is hanging as well. Right? But he didn't go for that. He tried to be fancy and which cost his the game. Queen d5 was apparently better because your queen is protected here by the pawn. But queen c6 is I think equally fine. Check, king f7. There is no discard. Yeah, there is this check, but it's not that annoying. We can just move the king anywhere. King e7 is even fine because our queen is defended by the knight, and now this knight is hanging. So here he was threatening to go queen g6 check, which can be annoying. So rook h6, just defend that check. Prophylaxis again. f3. I blundered the game with this move. I thought that I'm hitting the queen and his knight is going to be hanging, but his knight is now defended by the pawn. He takes, but we go now knight d7. Computer is saying it's equal. His queen is not trapped. Yeah, the move is to go here, counter attacking the queen, and if I take the pawn, there is simply he can take this pawn and evacuate his queen, and white is winning again. So he has to found this d5 move, but he didn't find that. Queen is not trapped. He can get this queen away with tactics. 107 likes done. Wow, that's great. But he just give up the rook. Wow, now it's that game. We trade the pieces as we are up in material. Oh yeah, here. White is winning again because of the rook and these pawns. I missed that fork and he missed that as well. We should have been We should have been careful like that. Viral hoga, mama. Let's play, bhaiya. Yeah, let's play now. Now let's play. Now you guys can send me the challenge. We have some challenge, but I'm saying there is only one unrated game from 2, 3, 4, 9. So let's play the game. How I played, brother. You played really well, bro. Really well. Yeah, I was losing at so many instances there. Let's go bishop b5. Sorry, bishop b4. Knight e4. This is pinned. Let's eliminate that. Bishop. Let's try to put him under pressure. I want to chip away this center. But maybe he's ready to castle queen side. And it's not easy to have some sort of attack on the queen side. We can take. Let's take. If he takes, we can trade the queens as well. Oh, he didn't trade the queen. Let's take this pawn. Okay, here. Can we castle? Yeah, I think we can castle as there is no threat by moving the knight. Let's castle. We can simply take. We can take or we can just move the bishop. But if I move the bishop, there is knight b5 which is annoying. Which is of course annoying. Let's go bishop c5. a6 is stopping this. We can force queens off the board as well. Right, we can take, and rook take. Probably should go for that. Ah, bro. Ah, we are winning. He mouse slip and we are defending the queen. Should we offer a draw? You played some stockfish move, then started putting your own moves, Rohit Suthari. He designed. I think he should have offered a draw and I would have accepted the draw. Let's play one more game against this guy. Yeah. Because that was fine. I could have accepted his draw. The Scandinavian this time. Let's see. This pawn is a problem piece, but we can solidify this. Let's hit the bishop. He takes knight e2. We can solidify this pawn as well. We have the bishop pair. Let's castle. Let's castle. I think he wants to get the knight over here. Okay, get your knight on d5. Bishop g5. We can remaneuver our bishop to g3. How to play with you? Akash, if you want to play against me, you have to send me the challenge. And in order to send me the challenge, you have to search my ID on chess.com. Bro, do you have a job? No, bro, I don't have a job. Let's stop this boss. I want to maneuver this knight and get it onto the e5 square somehow. How can I do that? If I go here, I will trap my bishop with g5. So we have to think what to do. What? He's getting disconnected? Why? Your opponent believe in scam. Read his username. I believe in scam. Maybe he is a scammer as well. Okay, but he has joined on 28 September and we have lost one game against this guy. Oh no, he has lost one game. Maybe now he wants to go here. But now we are fine. Let's bring the rook here. If he goes g5, he will create some weaknesses on the king side and we can just drop this back. Should we go c4? Yeah, I think we should. Yeah, let's go c4. Let's try to break upon c5. Takes. There is no knight b5. We are hitting this pawn. Let's go after that weakness. Let's go after that weakness. Okay, you are creating some weakness on the king side as well. Knight is coming back into the game. This is getting targeted. Maybe we have this move. Let's pile up on this pawn now. With every heavy pieces. With every heavy pieces. What is the idea of this move? We can get one more piece off the board, then this pawn will come under fire. Right? Should we go for this move? But I want to get my knight on e5 somehow. Let's go for this. Scandinavian is a scam opening. Let's try. This is a weakness as well. We have to keep in mind. Okay, he get the bishop over there. Let's drop this bishop back so that it will not come in any crossfire of the queens. And now the thing is we have to bring rook in front of the attack. Rook in front there. Okay, let's. Okay, if I goes here, there is this move and okay, still we will be fine. We have queen e4. Okay, control that square, but now we can go here. This is a huge outpost for our pieces. And now all the heavy artillery is going to be putting more pressure on this knight, on this pawn. Can I take? But there is pawn takes simple. Let's go queen c2. Trying to do something over here. Okay, he defended that. But now maybe we can take this pawn freely. Because, oh no, my queen is in front of the attack. Takes, 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 and my bishop is going to be pinned. Right? I hope that makes sense. So I have to bring some rook onto the front. Okay, rook c3, then followed by queen c2 is the move now, I think. Okay, let's go here. Now this way. Now this will not come with any attack. Now the idea is to go here, but this is falling. This guy is incredible. It's not that easy. Take. We are up a pawn, and now we can go after that weakness. Man, not easy. Not easy. Yes, we are up a pawn, but it's not that easy. This is. How can we hit this pawn? Oh man, I give away my advantage. I gives away all the advantage. Nothing is there now. Wow, he's getting closer to my kings. If this knight move, then we can go after this pawn. Let's throw this check. Let's go after the knight. Now we have to maneuver our pieces like that. Oh wow, I was about to give. This bishop does not have a safe square, man. To go here, but now I think his idea is to go after that. Let's hit the pawn. Still there is no move. We can eliminate king takes and we can take this pawn. What is the idea? Let's take. Hopefully I'm not getting checkmated there. But the problem is time. Now maybe he wants to go here. Oh, it's a draw. Fuck man. Okay, he's not going for the draw. Let's go after the knight. Oh man, I got checkmated! Ah! Oh man. Knight and rook construction. Okay, let's see where did I go wrong. Because I know I was a little bit better at some point. Let's see where did I go wrong. Let me see. Let me review this game. Accuracy is 86.4 versus 89. So probably game was still draw. Yeah, computer wants to be there and he take this pawn. But I thought my bishop is going to be pinned. Let's see, he goes here and he try to get this pose. You have to go there. What if we take back with the pawn and hit the queen? Then you have this move. He cannot touch this pawn bishop still, and if he goes here, you can safely take this pawn and defend the rook. That was the way, and white is winning. Yeah, should have gone for that, but I didn't calculate that far. We trade that bishop, and without that piece, and it's not easy, but still white is better. White is winning, I guess. Yeah, white is winning. Still white is better. Yeah, we should have put more pressure on this pawn somehow. But what was the way? To go rook c1 and trying to activate this bishop onto this diagonal. I didn't find to activate my bishop on any of the diagonals, which cost us the game. Still white is winning at this point, but taking with the, yeah, we should have taken back with the bishop. And now this is outside passer, which we can later try to push. It's plus 2.18. Congratulations आयुष यह scam refers to Scandinavian. जी भैया हमने request भेज दी है. And we yeah, that was the way, but we take back with the pawn and we give away all the advantage because this pawn is going to be a weakness and his king is very active. Yeah, I just blundered that pawn. Probably should have tried to activate the rook, and going after these side of pawns was the way. Now it's just a draw, but we found a way to get checkmated. Yeah, still it's a draw, but you don't have to move the bishop. Yeah. Yeah, I just blundered the game in one move. Should have tried to eliminate this first. Yeah, it's a draw. You can repeat checks, and that was the way. But I just overlooked this idea that my king is boxed in, and there is checkmate on the board. Okay, we take some lessons. So let's keep going. Brother, start next miss. Yeah, let me play one random game now. Bro, you have not sent me the challenge, Vaibhav. I don't think you have played anything. GG sir, well played. Yeah, thank you, Ayush. Thank you very much for your game. Vaibhav, I didn't see your request. Where are you sending me? I think you have sent me the friend request. I'm accepting everyone's friend request, but I don't think you have sent me the game request. Right? If you really want to play, I'm going to send you one more challenge. Vilal said hi. Yes, hello. What's this game? I'm sending you the challenge one more time. Let's see if you are accepting this challenge or not. What's this game? Okay, now he's active. So let's send him the challenge. Let's give him one chance. Vaibhav, accept this one. Sir, how to defeat Magnus, bro? Once I found the way to defeat Magnus Carlsen, I will tell you that, of course. A stranger is saying love you. Okay, thank you very much for your love. Bro, play with ChatGPT. That dumb guy is stupid. ChatGPT is stupid. Okay. This is not the best move, but it's not that bad either. Let's go for the complete pandemonium on the board. We are threatening this nasty check or knight f7, hitting the rook and the and the what, I don't know. Check. Check. Oh, I hang this fork. I hang this fork, man. He can win my rook back. Uh-huh. Wow, man. Okay. Okay, we will try to bring the rook and he gets checkmated. That is called stream sniping. I play a very bad move on intention. Look at this. I played this move. I was knowing that this is a bad move, but I was trying to induce him to take back with the knight, so that this knight sacrifice will work with the combination of queen h5 check, g6, queen takes e5 check, picking the rook in the corner. Yeah, he's going to give this check, but his knight will be hanging in that line. His knight will be hanging in that line. Yeah, the best move is to simply take back with the bishop. You are developing a piece, and now again there is no knight e5 sacrifice working because you have simple knight takes e5, and you are hitting the bishop as well. Black is completely winning. But at this level, they didn't see that this bishop is also a long range piece, and they can take this pawn. Okay, so let's keep going. That game ended in a few moves, so that's okay. Okay, anybody else is there who wants to play? Augustine Raja, play with me. Augustine bro, play with me. Augustine, which one is your ID? You can send me the challenge. You can send me the challenge if you want to play. What's this game? I'm really very sorry, bro. I cannot play more than one game. Let's play against this guy. Anathu. I have lost against this guy. How many games I have lost? Oh, I have won one game and then I have lost another. Okay, let's see how he's going to set up his pieces. Instead of saying play with me, just send a challenge. Yeah, just send a challenge. Okay, Augustine. Okay. Okay, we are fine. Let's see. Bro, good morning. Good morning. Really good morning. Okay, now we can open up the center as he takes this. Pawn, takes. We have queen takes, but I will lose the queen to this bishop takes c3 check. Pawn takes, and there is queen takes d5. So we have to be a little bit careful. Hi bro, yes Naveen, hello, how are you? Okay, he just bring the bishop out. Okay, let's take it anyway. If bishop takes, we can eliminate that bishop. Pawn takes, we have this check. And we can solidify this pawn as well. We will be up a pawn. We will be up a pawn. I hope that makes sense. Play with you will win 100 RS super chat. Okay, let me finish this one first. Bro, I live in Saudi Arabia. Currently it's 9 p.m. Really, Ridwan, you are living in Saudi Arabia? I don't think so, because that is not the safest country right now. Muhammad Siddiq, bro. Yes, bro, Muhammad Siddiq. What what is your problem now? Now we are ready to castle. We are up a pawn and we can solidify our position with king h1. You win 100 RS super chat. Really? Oh, that is the game. Game name is Ludo. Wow, we are at 114 likes. Where should we move the? If I goes here, that will allow some counterplay on the queen side with b5. So let's just drop this bishop back onto this diagonal. Onto this diagonal. There is man. He missed this fork. This is a fork. Knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes. Bro missed a fork, so I'm not going to give him another chance. Let's just drop this bishop back. Play with bro, that's my problem. I think he is trying to go after the bishop, and we don't have some way. So we have to give it away. Okay, if we have to give it away anyway, it's better to improve the position, I guess. Yeah, it's better to go king h1. He's going to take this anyway, so let's just ignore that and just improve the position. Bro, my nationality is Bangladesh, but I came for a religion region in Saudi Arabia. Soon I will came to Bangladesh. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I don't think what he's thinking. The idea of knight b4 is simply to eliminate this light square bishop. So knight takes d3 is no brainer. I don't know why he's burning his time. Okay, he just activate the knight. Okay, he wants to get a3, then he will take this, right? Okay, let's go rook c1. So in any case, this pawn is going to be completely fine. You made him the moderator. Yeah. Okay, just move the knight. He didn't take the bishop. This is not possible, so let's try to remaneuver the knight this way. You can offer me coaching. Okay, Renuka, you can contact me. Let's go here. Let's offer a knight trade, knight takes and bishop takes. And then I will put my bishop on c3. Please coach me too, Rajvi. Bro, if you want to get any coaching, this idea seems very interesting. Let's go g4 and try to continue the f5 ideas. We can also eliminate the bishop, then f5, but that is a little bit dangerous. Let's go here so that after I push f5, this pawn will be fine. Okay, he is hitting my knight, so I can take. I can take that, right? But I want to keep my pieces on the board. Bro, can you coach me? Yeah, everybody wants now coaching. What's the problem with me becoming mod, bro? That's not a problem. Let's leave that. Okay, now let's hit the queen. Gets the game closer. Then we will put him under pressure. Okay, he's hitting this. So let's just defend that pawn. I really want to go f5, but now f5 is, let's defend this pawn and now prepare f5. Now can I go f5 now? f5, there is less defender. Let's go here. Let's try to prepare f5 because this is now completely defended by the bishop, the queen, and the rook as well. So f5 now can work, but he is, I think black is fine. There is no problem with his position. Send challenge, bro. Request send, bro. Siddiq, Augustine. Okay, now let's see how he's going to take. Oh, he takes back with this pawn. Okay, let's take. Let's get the open G file to work with in some cases. Taking with the rook, I don't think is a good move because you will get the exchange. And if you take back with the pawn, oh, he's giving the exchange. I know the idea is to put pressure on this one. Put pressure on that piece. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, let's hit the knight. Maybe knight takes. That was my general idea. He can take here, by the way, but he didn't take. Okay, let's just take this pawn. He can take, but we can pin that knight always with rook c1. Magnus is Michael, bro. Why is messages are held in review? I don't know, bro. You know Viswanathan Anand is my grandfather. Okay, he is your grandfather, and still you are here. I don't know what you are doing here. Let's throw this check in. Maybe we can take this with check. Then this will fall and everything start crumbling. It's over now, I think. You know Goofy Genesis? No, I really don't know. Should we offer a rook trade now? I think of course we should offer a rook trade. But there is this nasty check. So let's just take this pawn first. Let's just take this pawn first. There are no checks. And now we can go for rook f1 offering a rook trade. Bro, really I didn't say lie. Wow. then get a training from Viswanathan Anand itself. It's now dead loss. Rook f1 is coming with a rook trade offer. Rook f1, rook takes, rook a takes with check here, and we can do many kind of things. Let's go here. Let's offer a rook trade. You are not hitting that rook because it is defended by this rook. And taking this rook is forced. You can't move the rook from the f file because it is pinned. If he takes, we have another rook coming into the game with check, and that will be checkmate pretty soon. And he does not have any time as well to calculate anything. And 149 people are still watching. Wow, that's great. I don't know what is the idea. He defend that rook. So let's just hit the queen, and he resigned. Or we won on time. He didn't resign, we won on time. Okay, game was kind of fine, so I don't think we should review. Tamil ha bro. Tamil na ha bro. Tamil na ha. Okay, let me play one random game now. Let me play one random game at my level. E4, we will go for the Sicilian defense, of course, always. Not always, but nowadays. Let's go for the knight out. Takes. Knight f6. a6. Okay, f3, we are supposed to go e5. Knight b3. We can take by way. Yeah, we should take. Knight c6. And he will play bishop g5, queen d2. And he is going for my king. He is going. Takes, check. I don't think that's great move. But I think we should move this knight because g5 will not come with any threat then. Yeah, g5 will not come with any threat, and we are now threatening this nasty check. Yeah, let's give this check. And he has to move the king, and now he will not be able to move castle his king. King d6 maybe is the move. Knight coming here, or maybe d5 itself. Knight d5 is also a threat. Oh, he did go there. It seems fine to bringing the king close. We have another check, but then maybe he can go here. So let's start with queen f2. Let's start with queen f2. If he goes here, then we have this check forcing king c4. We can take that bishop or either this bishop. First of all, we are hitting this bishop, and now this check is a nasty threat. Super Chat 1 RS already challenged. Bro, if you are a good player, play with Goofy Zen and win. Okay, I will try to play against Goofy Zen in the future stream. Now I think white is borderline losing. We have so many things coming into the attack. Bishop e3 is not a move because we can take this. After all, we have this knight c5 check as well, driving the king up the board. And yeah, now knight c5 is a big threat. Let's calculate this line first. Knight c5, king c4 will be the only move. Then we have this check, then he can go here. So let's prepare that move. Let's go b5, and now let's prepare knight c5 check. Okay, he defend that square, and he is hitting the queen as well. He is hitting the queen. That is the most important thing. And I think we have to go for this check, forcing this knight off the board. Then we will take. Yeah, let's go for this one. And his king is still not safe. We have check. King here. And we have another check. Then king will go there. We have check. This simple check wins the bishop. Yeah. This check wins the bishop. No, he has this movement. He didn't find that move. Okay, now we are winning. That was the move, I guess. Okay, we will review this game to see where was any. Okay, it's losing. Anything is not accessible. He has to give up the queen, and he resigned. Santosh bro, super goofies and papal. What? I don't know. Okay, let's review this game. He should have gone for g5, closing the diagonal for the queen there, but he didn't find that. Let's see how much the accuracy is only 75. So of course we missed some chances there. Okay, opening was completely fine. We takes. So d5 is the move you have to know. If he takes, you can win the knight. So computer string bishop d3. Then you take, pawn takes. And now you go queen b6, and you prevent white from castling king side. I don't think his idea is to castle king side anyway. Let's say he go bishop g5. Now he's threatening to eliminate the knight and winning this pawn, but you take this one, hitting the knight. And if he goes queen d2, you can win the rook. So he will move the knight. Then you throw this check in. If he goes here, takes, knight takes, check. And again you force king to move and he is not going to be able to castle. Okay, that was the way. Okay, we simply take the knight, we develop the knight and we move the knight. The idea is simple to get rid of this g5 threat, and opening up a line of check on the queen h4 move. And he missed that move. Computer saying it's still a draw. It's still a draw, but with the move king f1. Why king e2 is then losing? It is losing because knight is coming into the game with check, but computer is saying it's a miss. Computer suggesting this move, giving up the pawn, then bringing the knight, now threatening this. Super informative idea. Wow, look at this computer line. You are first of all giving this pawn, and computer wants to develop this knight, giving this check to white as well, winning the rook in the corner. Wow, kind of insane. Check, king d8. Now pinning this knight itself, giving the rook, but you have the winning attack. King here, check. What is the idea of this check? Probably to get the square for the knight. Takes. You go for bishop b4, creating checkmating net now. Allowing this check. Block. Let's say he dropped the bishop back to hit the queen. You have check and it's checkmate. What is the move? It's just checkmate. It's simple checkmate. Man. Okay, we did not see this line. This was deep. Check, knight comes to check, and now queen f2 is winning. Rook f2. Okay, it was the mistake. Yeah, probably should have gone for this check. If he takes with the pawn, then this knight is coming into the game with checkmate. Yeah, that was the move. But I completely insist of controlling this square, which allows this important knight e4 move, hitting the queen, controlling that square. And you have to go for this move because if you move the queen, then white will be safe. He can bring the king into the safety. That's why we have to go for knight c5 check, forcing this knight to capture. Pawn takes, simple. Now we are threatening this nasty check. He goes here, we throw in this check anyway. So I thought that he can go for king e4, trying to keep this bishop protected. Now he is hitting this queen, so queen h4 is the move. But now he can simply eliminate this. You didn't take the bishop, instead you castle and pin the bishop. And now you are going to take it with the rook. Computer wants to go here, give up the queen. Crazy. But after that c4 check, he simply go king c3 and it's just going to be checkmate. This is the way, but you have simple checkmate. Everything is controlled. This queen is pinned by the queen, so he can't even take it. Let's go. That's GG. Who SI Anand Akhil, I've been goofy chess. Okay, that's that, guys. Okay, I think that's enough for today's stream, and yeah, we are streaming from 3.5 hours, so that's enough for today. I think you have learned something from this stream for sure. Today's stream was kind of fine. We win some games in Blitz section and we play against viewers as well. So kind of crazy thing happened on the stream as well. Starting, I had 3 or 4 lost in a row, 4 or 5 lost in a row. Then one of my viewers suggested play 5-minute blitz, and playing 5-minute blitz really worked for us. I got some really nice wins and we are now at 1990. So in a couple of days you guys will see me close to 2200 for sure. That's my promise. I will try to get it hard. I will try to come back stronger. Last match, please. Muhammad, I'm really very sorry. It's too late. I have to get to sleep. Last match, bhai. Last match? Okay, if you want to get last match, let's play against a bot. No last match, please. Okay, if you become 2500, let's see if I can become 2500 in near future or not. But I'm really going for that. Viral ho gaya today. Last match with E. Last match with a bot. Last match with a Anis Giri bot, and let's see how many moves we can survive. Last, Muhammad, you want to play? You can send me the challenge then. Okay, I'm aborting this game. If you want to get last game, Mohammed, you can send me the channel. Okay, let's rejoin. You can send me channel. I'm waiting for your channel. Send me channel, but quickly. But quickly. If you guys are enjoying the game. Okay, someone is sending me the channel already. Saswat Ganguly. Is it your ID? I don't think it is your ID, as name are completely opposite. So if you want to play, you can send me channel immediately. Mohammed Siddiq, please send me the channel immediately. Wait, मैं भेज रहा अभिषेक you I can't play against you. I'm going to play only one game with Mohammed Siddiq. I want to play one more time. Rohit Sudhari, I have played against you, so in future stream I will surely play against you. But today let me play against Mohammed Siddiq one last game. If he send me the challenge in a single minute, then I will play. Otherwise, I will stop the stream. I am Neymar from Brazil. Search my name on Google. Bro, when you come live tomorrow? Bro, I will come live tomorrow at 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And sorry, tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow is Sunday, so I will be streaming in the morning as well. I will be streaming in the morning as well. You will play with me. You can't, but try. Tahaya Rani, I will try to play against you, but not today, in future stream. Till then, you can subscribe to my channel. Bro, what about me? I will try to play against you guys for tomorrow's stream. I don't think Mohammed Siddiqui is going to send me the challenge. Morning you play with viewers. Yeah, yeah. On Sunday I used to play against my viewers. So tomorrow I will be playing my viewers. Tomorrow is a Sunday and that is a fun day as well. So I will be playing against my viewers. Of course. Bot Secular. Yeah, let's play. Okay, he's not in the game. Let's play one game against Anis Giri bot. Then we will try your real rating. My real rating is this, as you can see. Not here, but it's not that good. Let's go 1e4. Let's see. In one of the game, I had managed to survive 30 moves against Anis Giri bot. Let's see in this game how many moves we can survive. Let's go for the Italian game. Bro, कल खेल सकते हैं साथ. Yeah, of course, कल खेल सकते हैं. Okay, let's go for the Italian setup with 3 knights. Let's castle. Everything is fine. Let's go c3. I think now he will go for d5, breaking the center. Okay, he is going for d6. Now one of the idea could be to go bishop g5, bishop g4 to pin the knight. So let's play h3 and stop this bishop g4. Nice prophylaxis. He is going after the bishop. Yeah, should have dropped this bishop. That was also fine, but it is also fine. Let's drop this bishop back. Yeah, he takes. We take back with the pawn and we get the open a file for our piece. Now we can go for bishop g5, I guess, trying to keep an eye on the knight. Now we can develop the knight maybe, and he's sending all the way, all the pawns on the queen side. Maybe we can go here. I don't think this tactic is working. Wow, he's sending all the way, all pawns on the queen side to my camp. Okay, now we have to think. Let's try to remaneuver the knight like this. This pawn is defended. I don't know what he's trying. Knight e3. Knight e3. Wow, he is completely going for the queen side play. Is this possible? Now this pawn will be hanging. So d4 break right now is not possible. Or we should have kept this knight on f1. Then we should have tried to go d4, breaking the center. Should we just go knight f1? We can also take this knight, but he will get the bishop pair against 2800 with the bishop. Let's drop this back. Let's try to get this d4 move in. Okay, go for an ending. Go for endgame. Peace exchange. Good night, bro. Tomorrow you will play with Basro. Okay, Saharan, I will play against you. Bro, your title player. No, I am not a title. Okay, मैंने सब्सक्राइब कर लिया है. टाइमिंग बता दीजिए कब तक आएंगे आप. Tomorrow I will be streaming around 9 to 10 a.m. in the morning. And then I will also stream at evening. Bishop blocked. You want to go c4? I can take, pawn takes, but then he will get the b file for his piece. But I don't have any option. If I go c4, then he can takes, queen takes, and there is pawn takes, hitting the queen and winning one more pawn. So I think we have to take. Okay, let's take. I'm assuming he will take back with the pawn. Oh, he's going for the king side attack. Okay, let's drop this bishop back. Okay, now this is hanging. So queen d2 makes sense to defend this laterally. Let's go queen d2. Oh, he's just going after the weakness on the queen side. What should we do? Can I defend with rook b1? Okay, see, he's not giving us time to go e4. Sorry, d4. What should we go with? Rook a b1 or rook e b1? I guess there is nothing on the a file. Yeah, there is this pawn, but even if I go rook b1, there will be no threat of a3 because of simple takes. Or whereas if I go rook e b1, then I will not be able to push d4 because this pawn will become soft. So let's go rook a b1, pawn b3. Okay, let's take. We are hitting the queen. Does he want to sack the queen for the two rooks? Wow. Bot is sacrificing the queen for the two rook. Nice. This pawn is going to be falling. Okay. Let's see how many moves we can survive. d4 is interesting, but we can also go queen c2 to hit the rook. There is rook b3. Okay, let's unpin. Hang the knight, man. Okay, can I go one move back? Can I change my move here, guys? Can I change my move? This knight is pinned. Oh, but no, it's not fair. We are losing. We should have focused that this knight is hanging. But let's try to change the move once. Let's see if we can get anything in this game. What will you play then? Okay, let's go knight h2. Let's change the move. We are losing, I know. But the general idea is to get something. Let's go here. I guess he will go here. Okay, he's hitting the queen. Queen e3. Take. If I take, his bishop will come into the game. And maybe I will get my queen trapped. So let's try to break the center. Okay, this is now going to be falling for sure. Let's take over here. Check. It's checkmate. 29 moves, guys. 29. No bishop incoming. Most right side pawn forward. So you want to send the edge pawn forward. That queen sack and winning the game with that rook and the bishop. Wow, that's kind of cold. Okay, so we survived only 29 moves in this game, and the accuracy for him is 97.9. Let's see where did we go wrong. Where we start going wrong. Computer is giving equality till this point, but he sends all the pawns on the queen side to my camp. Knight f1 is still fine, it's equal. Queen d7 is inaccuracy. Knight e3. Yeah, this is the moment where we should have pushed d4. This is the only moment where we can break the central pawn. Let's say if he takes, you take, you are still threatening to take here. Computer suggesting this move, going after this pawn, but then maybe we can go d5 to hit the bishop. Bishop goes back, then you improve the queen. Now its position is fine, but we give him one chance. I just try to demaneuver the knight to e3, which give him enough chance. He goes here. Now d4 is not working because this is falling. I hope that makes sense. First of all, he can take, then maybe he can take this. Why he can't take this? Because of this push, and his bishop is trapped. Takes. His bishop is trapped. Okay, that's why he can't take. Computer system this move, counter attacking the knight. Okay, no, not trapped. Takes. You take this pawn with check. King h8. What if he takes the pawn? Then you have g3, trying to detach the a queen from the defense of the knight. Computer wants to sack the piece, and now you are winning the knight back. Okay, that was the line. Okay, but that was not working. I goes back with the knight, which allow counterplay on the queen side. Still, this position is manageable. We take, he goes g5, we drop the bishop back, he takes. Yeah, still, yeah, I should have gone for d4 at last moment, giving up this pawn and going for the counterplay on the queen side. Because this is tapping the bishop again, he has to sack the piece. Okay, what if he takes? Then again you take again. This I don't think is capturable because you again have d5. So what is the move? He takes. Computer don't want to take this pawn. Instead wants to go h4. If he takes, that's simple. If he takes here, you take this one, hitting the rook, and now this knight is falling. Okay, what if he just push d4 to hit the knight? Then you capture the pawn with the knight. You are hitting the bishop this way now. That was the way, yeah. So we should have gone for the d4 break. I didn't see that. First I thought that we should go for d4 break, but here I thought that he has much counterplay on the queen side. b2 pawn will fall, and with the help of this pawn, he is going to create a passer. That's why I just try to defend this pawn, but now it's over. We make some series of inaccuracy which allow black to get the counterplay, enough counterplay. This was again bad. Rook e2 was the way to defend this laterally. And two mistake. Fine. He sacked the queen for two rooks. This was also a mistake. So what was the main move? Our main move was to still go to queen c to hit the rook. Rook a1. Then you goes here. You try to do something. Then he takes the pawn and black is winning. You can block off that bishop, but there is this move. You have this check, simple king g7, even bishop f8. Okay, I don't think that makes now any sense to just review more. Let's see how the game ended. We tried to do something, but it was too late. This is simply checkmate. Yeah, I think you win, Ponte. Okay, let's finish the stream now. It has been too late. I am going to get some sleep, and thank you everybody for joining the stream, and thank you, special thanks to those who have subscribed to my channel. That is really great. You guys are enjoying my stream, and it will help me to do a lot of work in the world of chess. So yeah, thank you again. Every subscriber will count, and yeah. Okay, if you are still new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, you can hit that subscribe button. And today's stream was very fun. We got to 125 likes, almost 125 likes. One more game, KGF Virat. I am really very sorry. I am really very sorry. No more games. Tomorrow morning I will play. I will play for sure at tomorrow morning with my viewers as well. Play with random bro. No. No more. I'm really very sorry. Good night, everybody. Have an excellent rest of your day, and I will see you in the next stream. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a happy chess, everyone. See you. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Okay. Finally, bye bye. Yeah.